I'm Bob Cleary, and I broadcast Red Raider football for over 40 years as the voice of the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. This year, we're glad that Red Raider football is back in Bamberg on WBSC-LP 102.3. And now, let's take you to the field and Trent Keinert.
Hey, good afternoon, sports fans. Back in Bamberg, South Carolina, it's myself, Trent Keinert, along with my good buddy, Anthony Harley. Anthony, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, Trent. How about you?
Good. Up for another Friday night of fun football action here in Estill, South Carolina. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders come into this contest 7-0 after last week's exciting 27-20 victory, a come behind. If you recall, last week we were down 20-0 with about 3 to 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and your Red Raiders started fighting back, clawing back, and we clawed in for a victory. This series thus far, Anthony, we've played each other 27 times. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead the series, 23 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. The tie coming back in year one, it was a 6-6 tie back in 1974, so it's been some time. The Red Raiders have outscored the Estill Gators 756 to 224, so it's been lopsided on that fact. The most points scored by the Red Raiders were 66. That was in 2005 and 2006, Anthony. And the most scored by the Estill Gators was 2 years ago when they scored 37 and beat the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Okay. We had a chance to catch up with the coaches prior to the game. And Bob, if you're back at the studio, we're going to listen to Coach J.C. Threet for the Estill Gators. He's been on coaching now for 35 years. He's been 10 years as the Estill Gators head coach. Let us hear that, Mr. Bob.
Standing here with head coach of the Estill Fighting Gators, Mr. Coach J.C. Threet. Coach, how you doing this evening?
Oh, just glad to be here tonight.
Your 10th year here at Estill. Y'all been pretty successful against the Red Raiders under your reign. You beat us twice here in the last, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. What are you going to try to do tonight to slow up the Red Raider offense?
We're going to play hard. That's about it. They're tough. We know they're tough. They know they're tough. And we're going to play hard.
I know you've 2-0 started the conference play, region play 2-0. What do you attest that to? Your kids playing hard? I know you got a quick running back and a few other things, but what can the fans listening tonight back in Bamberg expect to hear me call or expect to see?
Playing hard and the unexpected.
I know, Coach, that you went into Battery Creek and surprised them. Because at first we didn't know if you were going to have enough for a team, then you didn't have enough, then you did have, and you didn't know, and then all of a sudden you go to Battery Creek and win. I said, wait a minute, something's going on here now. He's tricking me. But you guys must be can play, and that's what I'm saying. Now, do you still got those 2 speed backs you used to have? Or you got one? What you got?
No, matter of fact, 2 out of 3 are gone. One's at South Carolina State and one's at Allen. And we do have one that's still left with us.
Coach, you do a great job here in Estill, and sometimes, a little bit of limited resources per se and not a lot of help. But I, for one, always been a big fan of yours and all you do here, and I just want to let you know that, buddy.
Well, thank you. We're blessed, and we appreciate everything you do.
All right, good luck, Coach. Thank you now.
All right.
That's Coach J.C. Threet from the Estill Gators, Fighting Gators, prior to tonight's contest. And I spoke to Mr. J.C. I've known him for years, a good friend of mine, actually. When I was with Allendale newspaper, and even before that when I coached, I knew Mr. J.C., and he's a great guy and a great head coach. We got about, what do we got? We're right at the 3-minute mark, aren't we, Anthony? Right. I would say, right at the 3 minutes before kickoff. We're going to hear real quick. I did not see who won the toss. Did you, Anthony?
No, I didn't see.
All right, if you've ever been to Estill, the light's pretty good. It's a little dim compared to Bamberg Ehrhardt, but nonetheless, a nice stadium. Grass was nice, Anthony. I walked out there on it. If we can go back right now and hear what Coach Crosby had to say prior to tonight's contest, we'll get that in real quick, and we'll start the action from Estill, South Carolina.
All right, Coach, pregame out here at Estill, in Estill, South Carolina, 30 minutes to kickoff. No lights yet, getting a little dark out here. I'm ready to get some lights on, Coach. Tonight, you got Estill. Estill's a formidable opponent. We know what they can do to you if you let them. How are you going to counteract that tonight and get your kids ready to play a game, Coach?
We're going to just come out and try to be a little more physical tonight early and try to pound a little bit, just see what they got up front and how they respond to us, trying to be more physical a little bit. It's just one of those things where, you just got to rebound. You can't dwell on the win last week because you got to move on, because right now this is a big game. They 2-0, we 2-0 in the region. Really, this is the region championship right here.
I said it yesterday. People forget that, you know. I mean, it doesn't take but one game. You might be in second place, third place, then you got a three-way tie, and it's a mess, really.
Yeah, you can go from first to goddamn third just like that, you know, in a matter of one night. So you got to keep all that in mind.
Exactly. How were the kids focused this week? You thought the focus was pretty good after a big game like last week?
Yeah, I thought we focused well. I thought the kids responded to, you know, getting over the comeback win and realize that, you know, we don't want to put ourselves in that situation each and every week. Let's try to come out and get something going. So we're going to see how they respond. And it'll tell in the first drive offensively and defensively.
All right, so tonight I won't be able to say, oh, Lord, we got to learn to start fast, Coach. Come on, tonight you're going to help me, right?
Yeah, we're going to help. It's going to be it may be a little slower, but you're going to say, you know what, I figured eventually we'll try something different. So we're going to try a little something different tonight.
Coach, we're excited and can't wait to see it. Good luck, and let's start this thing 8-0 and get going and win this championship.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bob. We are getting ready for kickoff. Bamberg Ehrhardt has won the toss, and they're getting the kick, and here is the kick. It's a pooch kick up high around the 30-yard line. It's going to be fielded by Gagem. Gets to the 35, and that's all he's going to get. He's going to get down at about the 34.5-yard line, Anthony, of the Red Raiders.
Yes, sir, about 34.
And that was number 6, Kyle Gagem. So, 1st and 10, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders start. If I sound a little stopped up tonight, folks, I am. These allergies have jumped on me. The ragweed, I guess, has got me, but we're going to make the best of it and have a lot of fun. Now, if you have been to Estill as well, you got one press box and you're jammed in here. But we're going to make the best of this, you know, because you got people talking to the left. You don't have partitions, so if you have trouble hearing us, we do apologize. Right, Ant?
That's right.
All right, quarterback right now for the Red Raiders, number 14, Hunter Etheridge. Got we in the bone, Anthony. Wishbone for the first time I've seen in a while, Anthony. There we go over the right side. That's a Gagem. That was number 9, looked like Kyle Gagem.
That was like Cole Gagem.
Was it Cole again?
Yes, that was Cole, number 9.
Okay, number 9, sorry, Cole Gagem. And he gains nothing, Anthony. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, looks like.
No, they give him one.
Well, let's look.
No, they lost one.
I was about to say they lost a little. It's going to be about 3rd and 10 for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. All right, that time went to the bone, and now we're back to the spread, Anthony. In the backfield with number 14, Hunter Etheridge will be number 4, I believe that is, Anthony.
Yeah, that's Keyshawn Orr back there.
Keyshawn Orr. 2 split to the right, 1 to the bottom. There's the handoff up the middle to Orr. Orr has running room. He's up to the 40, and that's where he's going to go down. Pickup of about 5 yards, starting at 35. Make it to 39. They're moving it back now, Anthony. Pick up 4, so it brings up 3rd and 6 for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Time on the clock, 11 minutes even. Just joining us, no score. Bamberg Ehrhardt won the toss, elected to receive, and that's where we're at right now. And again, they're in the shotgun formation. Hunter Etheridge at quarterback. Etheridge takes the snap. The give up the middle of Orr. Actually keeps it. He pulled it out, and that's a touchdown, folks. Looks like if he gets caught. 40, 35, 30. And he is going to get caught. Nice job. That was some speed, Anthony.
That's right. A good tackle by number.
Looked like number 10, Anthony, for them, and that would have been Harrison Sanders. But Etheridge fooled everyone. Hope he didn't fool you up top there.
Cameraman.
Cameraman, Perry. But he pulls it out real quick, ran to the right side, down the sideline. Thought he had it made, but that guy is quick.
He's fast.
That number 10, or number 9, I think it might have been Tariq Garvin that ran him down, but he was fast. So Red Raiders start 1st and 10 now. Ball spotted at 26-yard line. Make that a 27. There's a snap. The give to Orr over the left side. Orr carries a bunch of them down to around the 6-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 7. Close to another Red Raider first down, and it is.
First down, Red Raiders.
Yep, first down and 1st and goal now for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. 10 minutes, 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clock steady running. Quarterback takes a snap to give again. This time's going nowhere. That was Orr again over the left side, and he gets nowhere. Actually, he's going to lose a yard, look like, Anthony. Maybe
probably 2.
Probably about 2. He's back at the 10-yard line, brings up 2nd and goal from the 10. Strange seeing him up under center. The Red Raiders in the bone. Wishbone again. Takes a snap. Gives it to Orr again over the left side. This time he's able to gain 1, 2, and he may get down with 3. Let's see where they mark it. And they mark it back at the
original line of scrimmage.
Well, actually, I'll tell you what, that's a generous spot, Anthony. They put it all the way up almost to the 5-yard line. No, he finally backs it back up to the 6. So, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. 9:12 remaining. Again, just joining us. No score here in the first quarter. All right, back to the spread. Hunter Etheridge takes a snap, tries to give, keeps, runs over to the left side. He's going to be short of a touchdown, but he gains a couple. He's down around the 4 now, Anthony. Brings up 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. And, of course, I don't know, Anthony. I would say, of course, we're going for it, but he may elect to kick it. Let's see.
I know Hunter was practicing his field goal kicking earlier.
Looks like we are going to go for it, and we are staying in the spread. Brad Bunch to the left. In the backfield, number 2, Jamari Dunbar. Outspread to the right, 2. You have Wilson and also Swarting. There's a snap. This time he's going to give it to Dunbar over the right side, and he's in, looks like, Anthony. Let's see. Touchdown, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. So, first drive of the night is just what we needed, Anthony. We talked about it each and every week. It's only the 3rd time all year in 7 games. This will be the 8th game that we have scored on the opening possession, and we have a
injured player on the field.
Estill Gator down on the field. So the Red Raiders lead at this point 6-0 with 8:23 remaining here in the first quarter. And again, Anthony, that's just what we needed. We talked about it all year about slow starts for our Red Raiders. Slow starts for the Red Raiders. Well, tonight they came out, did something a little different, Anthony. Went the wishbone.
The wishbone the first time this year.
Yeah, went in the bone, but they did it a couple times last year, not much. If you recall, they tried to get them, catch them off guard late in the game to move them out of the box. From being spread to try to get the pass off. Let's get some of our sponsors in while we got an injured Gator down. Your Major Graphics, your full-service printer, Major Graphics LLC, 2827 Bamberg Road, just south of Orangeburg, offers letterhead, brochures, magazines, and much more. More information is available at 533-1782. That number again is 533-1782. Major Graphics LLC, 2827 Bamberg Road, just south of Orangeburg. Supports your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. South State Bank, corner of Main Highway and Dixie Avenue in Bamberg, is your full-service bank. Ronnie Maxwell and his staff offer checking accounts, savings accounts, and consumer loans. They extend their best wishes to your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders for a winning season. That's South State Bank, corner of Main Highway and Dixie Avenue in Bamberg. The Estill Gator player is finally getting up, Anthony. Let's hope he's all right there.
Yeah, I hope he's all right, Trent.
And the crowd will give him a hand both from Bamberg and from Estill. As he's being helped, looks like he may have a leg injury there.
It don't look good.
Nope. Also, Southern Carolina Alliance, we want to give a big shout-out to Danny Black and Kay Maxwell, along with all the staff at Southern Carolina Alliance, located at 1750 Jackson Street in Barnwell, South Carolina. SEA is an economic development partner with our Bamberg County government, as well as surrounding counties, working to bring manufacturing jobs to our area. WBSC salutes Southern Carolina Alliance for being a sponsor of Red Raider Athletics. Do you have a vehicle slow to start? Maybe the kind of tires best described as might pop? No problem. Sweets Discount Tires and Complete Auto Repair LLC offers tires, batteries, and vehicle repairs of all kinds on all makes. The owner, Koski McMillan, is happy to be a part of tonight's Red Raider football game. The telephone number is 245-2857. That's Sweets Discount Tires and Complete Auto Repair LLC, located at 24237 Main Highway next to the Bamberg Civic Center. A slow walk to the sideline, Anthony, but folks, we're not playing right now. He's still coming off the field, so we'll get back to it in just a moment. And as soon as he hits the sideline, we'll get right back to the action, and I think we're there. All right, Anthony, looks like the Red Raiders have elected to go for the two-point conversion here early on.
Yep.
Dunbar in the backfield. Hunter Etheridge in the shotgun. 2 to the right, none to the bottom. Etheridge rolls to his right, looks, throws it back across the middle, and this good. Two-point conversion is good, and that's going to be number 6 for the Red Raiders. That is Kyle Gagem.
Kyle Gagem.
Yep.
Number 6.
Kyle. Yep. Good job. All right, so 8-0 with 8:19 remaining. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead the Estill Gators. First opening possession, Anthony, we drove about 50, 60, 70 yards, 71 yards for the touchdown. It was capped off by about a 6-yard run by number 2, Jamari Dunbar, over the right side. So, two-point conversion was good. That was Hunter Etheridge throwing it back across his body over to Kyle Gagem. So we lead 8-0 with 8:19. Red Raiders getting ready to kick off.
All right, we can see what the Raiders defense could do tonight, Trent.
I think we're going to be right, Anthony.
Per Coach Crosby, this could be a different night.
That's what he told us. He said, you're going to see Red Raider football back like it needs to be tonight. He said, finesse is good and great, but tonight you're going to see old-timey Red Raider football. Let's look and see if we do, Anthony.
So they had a good practice this week. The weather was nice.
All right, that's Blaze Bunch getting ready to kick off in the Red Raiders from their own 40-yard line, and he boots that one, Anthony. Gets it down to around the 6-yard lines, taken back there by number 2. That is Justin Solomon. Justin gets outside, and he's going to finally go out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Good eyes there, Anthony. 26, 27 maybe even, Anthony. They moved that thing up, didn't they, boy?
Yeah, 27.
All right, 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Estill Gators, 8:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead 8-0. Not a big crowd on hand, Anthony. Not too big yet, eh?
I thought it would be a bigger crowd than this.
Bamberg, I'm pretty impressed with. We got the whole visitor side full, and we got people standing along the fence. That's pretty impressive.
We got some Bamberg people on the Estill side.
That we do. All right, in at quarterback for Estill. Try to get these numbers. They're hard to see, folks. And there's a penalty flag.
Game.
Well, they had too many men on the field. Thanks for illegal participation. Let's see. Yep, illegal substitution, illegal participation against the Gators. They had 12 players out there. And that'll back them up 5. That'll be 1st and 15. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line.
Must have more than 12 because 2 came off.
Might have had 14, 15. They trying. Give them a break. All right, quarterback taking the snap. In the spread. Looks to throw and does. Has a man. Hits him at the 30. That's number 9. Tariq Gavrin. And he has close to a first down. Let's see where they mark him, Anthony. Right at the 38. And that is enough for a first down for the Estill Gators. Now, we talked about it last week, Anthony. We talked about it this week when you and I talked. We talked about it with Coach Crosby. Could we stop the passing attack of certain teams? We'll see. That's something that they needed to work on. He agreed they did. Let's see if we can stop him here in the spread again. Quarterback is number 11. That is Tyshawn Bostic. Bostic throws. Almost got it jumped, but it's complete again at about the 42-yard line.
Making the stop there was for the Red Raiders. Number 7, Ja'Shawn Wilson.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6 with 7:25. Still remaining in the first quarter.
Trent, I believe we have another Woodland game, 100 passes.
Yep. The old boy brought me a drink and everything but my change. Did you notice that? I just looked at that. I said, wait a minute, he brought everything but my change. All right. Ball spotted at the 42. 2nd and 6 for the Gators. Takes a snap, and there's a bad snap. Ball rolling around the 25. He's going to dive on it at about the 22-yard line. So that is a big-time mistake for the Estill Gators. Number 11 quarterback for the Gators, Tyshawn Bostic, was able to finally jump back on it, but a bad snap was costly right there for the Fighting Gators. Brings up 3rd and forever. I think to get a first down, you got to get to another zip code there, Anthony. Might be in Georgia.
To about the 39.
I believe they might have to get to Georgia. You sure not? It's way down there. Everything but my change. Remember that. All right.
3rd down and long for the Wild Gators.
All right, I got it. All right, 3rd and long. You're right, for the Gators. Here we go. 3rd and about probably 25, 28. Might be 30, Anthony. Let's see. We'll figure it out in just a moment. Quarterback drops back to pass, looks to throw, and he is sacked. Who got him, Anthony? Number
24, Josh Singleton.
Josh Singleton.
2-4.
Whew, that was a good play there, Anthony, for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And the Estill Gators will punt. So they're moving right along, Anthony. But after a terrible snap, ball gets away from the quarterback and then getting sacked. They are way, way back, and now they're punting from their own 15-yard line.
Back to receive the punt for the Red Raiders is number.
There's a high snap. Punter barely gets it.
Number 5.
Line drive. That ball's going to go out of bounds.
And number 4.
Anthony, that is about a 5, 10, 12, 13, 14-yard punt as the ball is going to be spotted at the 27-yard line where the Red Raiders, or 28, where the Red Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from the Gators own 28-yard line. So come on, Red Raiders. Let's score back-to-back real quick and get up in this game. Come on now. All right, Hunter Ehrhardt still in at quarterback. Beside him is Mr. Gagem. That's number 9. Who was that one, Anthony?
That's Cole Gagem.
That's Cole back there with him. Ehrhardt takes the snap, gives to Gagem up the middle.
That's touchdown Gagem.
Yep.
And he gets about 5, 6, Trent?
I'm trying to see here, Anthony. It's hard to tell with this. The lighting is not the greatest, folks, so we're trying to find out here. See where they're going to spot him. They're going to spot him right outside the 20 to the 21. Looks like about a 6-yard gain, Anthony. You were right.
I was close.
Yep. 2nd and 4 for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders.
Play a game.
Yep. I think we had movement maybe too. Let's see what they're going to do here.
I didn't see that one.
Yep, false start. Looked like it was on the left side of the Red Raiders over there. So that'll back it up 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 now for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. The ball will be spotted at the Gators' 26-yard line. 4:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Bamberg Ehrhardt scores on their first possession, lead 8-0 over the Estill Gators. All right, Etheridge takes a snap, gives again up the middle to Gagem. Gagem gets to the outside. Finally gets up to right at the 20-yard line, make that the 20 and a half, right at the 20-yard line. Gain of about 6 to bring up 3rd and 4 for your Red Raiders. Clock now at 4:25 and going, first quarter. In at running back, number 4, Keyshawn Orr. Etheridge at quarterback. Etheridge takes a snap. Gives it to Orr over the right side. He's trying to get to the outside. He's got the first down. Got a flag as well, Anthony.
Penalty flag down.
I think we'll get a block in the back against your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders that far out. We'll see.
I didn't see that one, Trent.
Yep, I think I didn't really see it holding.
Holding.
Yep, against the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. I saw someone out on in the second level there on the linebackers. Didn't see the holding per se, but not surprised. When you get out there and the play takes a long time to develop, that will happen on occasion. So, not penalty-free. We've got a touchdown on that first drive, Anthony, but not playing penalty-free early here. And that's going to be close to another, third? It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders now. Or make that 3rd and 8. I tell you, this field where we're at, folks, it is hard as the dickens to see where the ball's at, where the chain. Yeah, the markers are hard to see as well. All right, here we go. Etheridge at quarterback. Takes a snap. Throws. Has a man. It's caught. That's number 1, Gary Swarting, and I believe he's got a first down, Anthony.
That's the first down.
He's got it. Nice job. And that was a great job of Gary Swarting to know where the sticks were at to get to him and to get that first down. You can't beat that, folks. He's down to the 16-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10 for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Clock stops at 3:45 here in the first quarter.
All right, we got Orr in the backfield along with number 14 at quarterback.
That's right. Big Hunter Etheridge. There's the snap. Gives it over the left side. Orr has room. Gets through a little bit of a gap. Is going to get it down. Looks to the 11-yard line, we'll call it. $11.5, almost to 12. Nice gain on the play, though.
Should be about 5 or 6 yards on the carry.
Yep.
We got Mr. Dunbar back in the backfield. He takes out Orr.
What we had there, Anthony, who was that over the left side? That was Big Dunbar, and he gets it down inside the 5 to maybe the 3-yard line. That's 1st and goal for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, right, Anthony?
That's right, 1st and goal.
Cannot see that mark over there. Yep, 1st and goal. There we go.
We got an injured player on the field.
Yep, another Wild Gator down. Looks like defensive tackle number 54. That is Prince Reed for the Gators. Nancy Foster and her staff at Foster & Company are located at 3127 Main Highway in the heart of historic Bamberg. They offer real estate services in the area of home sales, rental properties, and property management throughout Bamberg County. Nancy's a long-standing supporter of recreational sports in our area, Anthony, and a loyal Red Raider fan. WBSC salutes Miss Nancy Foster and Foster & Company for being a proud sponsor of Bamberg Ehrhardt Athletics. Home is where the heart is, and Home Federal is in the heart of downtown Bamberg at 2990 Main Highway. Home Federal offers savings accounts, money market deposit accounts, certificates of deposit, home loans, home improvement loans, as well as car loans. Bo Griffin and all the fine folks at Home Federal are excited to be a part of tonight's Red Raider football game. That's Home Federal Savings and Loans Association, 2990 Main Highway in Bamberg. Member FDIC, an equal opportunity lender. All right. Looks like Mr. Prince Reed has gotten off the field, and he's walking on his own power, so I believe he's all right. And the Red Raiders are coming back on the field. First and goal. Ball spotted around the 3.5. At quarterback is number 14, Hunter Ehrhardt. Back with him, number 2, Jamari Dunbar. 2 receivers to the top. Dunbar gets to give over the left side, and guess what, folks? He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Bamberg Ehrhardt, Red Raiders.
On the board again.
Yep, 14-0 early, Anthony. 2:37 still remaining here in the first quarter. See if the Red Raiders elect to go for 2 or kick it. Taking the time, looks like we're going to go for it again, Anthony.
I don't believe they want to kick the ball in that pond back there.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, because they did kick the ball earlier. It looked like in a little retaining pond out there, whatever it was. And I think they lost that one.
That's where they keep the Wild Gators at.
All right, I'm getting a call right now. If you hear that noise, but we'll cut them off and we'll be all right. There he goes. He goes to go for it and throws it in the back of the end zone. And how about that catch, Anthony? Woo, that was number 6. Give it to me.
Kyle Gagem.
That was a nice throw by number 14, Hunter Ehrhardt, but even a better catch by Kyle Gagem in the back of the end zone. Wait till you see that, folks. Don't forget, you can go to www.youtube.com, type in WBSC Radio, and watch every single game from the year. We normally get them on Monday, Tuesday at the latest, sometimes earlier. And tonight's game may be condensed, Anthony, because if we keep doing this, we're not going to be here long.
No, we won't be here long. We might get it on tonight.
It might get it on tonight. It's so short. Is that what you're saying? Now, come on now. Come on, hold up. Yeah, but anyway, folks, we get them on there each and every week, so make sure you come check them out. It's time for Red Raider football, and Richard Ness, Norma Jett, Allison Hood, and Adam Ness at Ness & Jett Law Firm, located at 2878 Main Highway in Bamberg, are happy to be broadcasting sponsors for all regular season games on WBSC. Ness & Jett, your hometown law firm, once again is continuing their tradition of supporting local sports. The entire staff at Ness & Jett Law Firm is there to serve you in all your legal matters. That's the Ness & Jett Law Firm in Bamberg. All right, folks, getting ready to kick off. His number, can't tell what number he is, but
37.
That's 37, Blaze Bunch, kicks it off. He's called it around the 15. He's over to the left side. He's got running room. Gets up to the 20, past the 30, and finally driven out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him, Anthony.
Look at about the 30,
looks like the 32, 33 is what I'm assuming.
33, Trent.
All right, we'll call it the 33-yard line, and that's where the Wild Gators will take over for the second time tonight against your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Just joining us, tuning in on the radio with 2:31 left here in the first quarter. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead early, 16-0. And again, go ahead, Anthony.
Trent, I don't see Jack out there tonight.
Jack McDonald, they said they wasn't sure he was going to play a whole bunch, and being up 16-0, you may not see him, but he's got that injured shoulder. It's just banged up a little bit, and we got a flag.
Yeah, I see him on the sideline.
I think they got too many again. Count them, Anthony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know what he saw. Let's see if he's right. He's going to wave it off. Watch. Waved off.
Wave it off.
I think he counted 12, but I don't know where he saw him at.
He counted 12 Wild Gators. They're running the spread again.
Quarterback drops back to pass. Throws. This might be picked. Could have been. That was number 11, Tayshawn Bostic. He was going for number 15 of the Gators, Jamez Taylor. But number 7 for the Red Raiders, that was
Ja'Shawn Wilson.
Ja'Shawn Wilson almost timed that perfect, intercepted it, and went the other way.
That should have been a pick 6.
If you recall, against Woodland, he had 2 interceptions, so we might see that again tonight.
Went right through his hands.
All right. Gators again taking their time. Oh, got quads out here. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Going to try to do a little quick out there. Catches it at 30. Made him miss. 35. Up to the 40. He may be gone, Anthony. And I believe he is. 40, 30, 20. 1 man to beat. 10, 5. Touchdown, Estill Gators. Wow, we've seen that a lot, and we used to see it a whole bunch with South Carolina Gamecocks. It's that little one step by the receiver, turn around, catch it, and go. Alshon Jeffrey used to do it a lot when he was at the Gamecocks, and that's what the Gators just did, and they are in the end zone for the first time tonight to score. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 16, Estill Gators 6, PAT coming up with 2:11 remaining here in the first quarter.
That was a great run by, what's the number, Trent?
We'll find out. I think it was 16, Anthony, or 15. That was Jamez Taylor. Ball snapped, and it's going to go nowhere. So the extra point, 2-point conversion attempt is no good. With 2:11, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead 16-6 over the Estill Gators. Anthony, that's what Coach was talking about. If you listened to the coach's show yesterday, if you remember, was the speed of Estill.
Yeah, very fast.
Yep, the speed worried him. He told us, he said, guys, I'm telling you, don't write Estill off. They're 2-0 in the region. And they have speed. They can hurt. That speed that they have can hurt you. And we saw it firsthand right there on a little pitch and go for about 70 yards. And that's the first touchdown for the Gators tonight. Anthony, they don't have a lot of substitutions. And I see all kind of Gators jumping around, hopping around, falling around. They're having a tough time down there.
Yeah, because one of the guys, I believe he got some ice on his ankle. The first guy that got hurt.
I see number 3 right there. He's hurt. That is Jalen Jenkins. He was just in the game, and he's hopping around now for the Gators, so I'm not sure. All right, Bamberg, tighten it up now. Waiting on the kickoff, folks. Kicking off for the Gators is going to be number 26, Anthony. That is Romario Saint Walcott. And he's kicking an onside kick, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That'll bring out the penalty flags. I don't know if that was meant or what, but I've never seen the kickoff look like a spiral. That was like a punt. He had that thing going. I ain't never seen that. Whee! If you don't think we have Anthony, somebody asked me last week, and I know they're listening because they work at a plant, not going to call their names. They said, one of the guys said, do they drink up there? I said, let me tell y'all both something. I said, me and Anthony Harley, I promise you we don't drink. We that crazy. But no, we promise you, folks, we don't drink on no air.
Not here. Not
here. You
here.
can believe it. No, we have a good time and laugh and cut the fool and enjoy what we do and bringing the game back to the people in Bamberg, and we hope that you're enjoying it tonight. Didn't like that last touchdown, but the score 16-6. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead with 2:11 here in the first quarter. All right, Red Raiders ready to go. There's the snap. Give over the right side.
Make it bootleg.
And he keeps it again. And tries to get outside, and that's number 14, Hunter Etheridge. He's going nowhere, and he's going to lose a yard, Anthony. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Right.
I tell you, Hunter does a good job on that, Anthony, as anybody ever seen. He about fakes me out every single time they run that play. It's hard to see the ball. He conceals it well.
Yep, very good.
All right. Yep. And as the announcer set up here, 2nd down and 10.2 yards and inches. So here we go. There's a snap. Give over to DeMaris Dunbar. Dunbar still on his feet. Gets across the 40, and he's got a Red Raider first down right at the 41-yard line. That first down brought to you by Hires Drugstore in Bamberg. Folks, if you can hear the band, we can too. And when you got a sinus infection and your head's about to pop off, no, nothing like it, Anthony. That big drum beating in your head.
After about 2 more touchdowns, that band probably get quiet.
Whew, I hope so, because my head's pounding, folks. I tell you, that allergies are killing me. All right, Red Raiders starting 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Waiting on Etheridge to get the snap. In the backfield with him is number 4, Keyshawn Orr, and he's going nowhere. Originally, he gets hit right at the 40-yard line, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be finally brought down at about the 38.5-yard line. Nice second effort there, Anthony. He was nowhere, had 3 Estill Gators on top of him, and he breaks it and got a yard and a half, and that was pretty doggone good. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter, Anthony, and we're going to get a playoff, maybe 2. We'll see.
They're going to air it out this time, Trent.
I'm waiting on Bunch. It's about time for Bunch to catch a pass, Anthony. All right, there's the snap. Nope. Going to give it again over the right side to Orr. Number 4, he breaks 1 tackle. Won't break the second one, but he'll pick up maybe, let's see, maybe 2 is all they're going to give him, Anthony, according to this guy, and I don't believe that. That's not a great spot. That ain't a great spot. Ball spotted at around the 38-yard line. They're going to give him a yard on that, and that's kind of hard to believe. 18 seconds, 17 seconds. This first quarter is going to end with the Red Raiders not running another play. Not running another play, so we're going to see. Just waiting it out, folks. Sit here with us. And 2, 1, and that will do it for the first quarter. But Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders had the ball twice that time, Anthony. 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, good. Gators scored on their last drive, and the score right now, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 16. The home team, Estill Fighting Gators, 6. An old name with a lot of heritage has become new again. The new Hires Drugstore is now open at 12253 Heritage Highway across the road from the Bilo Shopping Center, offering a complete line of sundries as well as prescription drugs. Eddie Sanders, owner and pharmacist, even offers free local delivery for folks who no longer can drive. That's Hires Drugstore, and it's a locally owned and operated. Pharmacy is the only locally owned and operated pharmacy here in Bamberg.
WBSC-LP, Bamberg.
Thank you, Anthony. Top of the hour. We have to do that by law, and I appreciate you doing that each and every week, Anthony. How about the law firm of Wilson & Luganbill? They have 2 locations, 3056 Railroad Avenue in Bamberg and 29 Allen Street in Barnwell, providing legal services in medical malpractice, tractor-trailer accidents, wrongful death cases, auto accidents, and more. Their slogan is, "We fight for your rights." That's Wilson & Luganbill, LLC, 3056 Railroad Avenue in Bamberg and 29 Allen Street in Barnwell. Wilson & Luganbill supports Red Raider athletics here in Bamberg. All right, Red Raiders getting ready to go at it again, Anthony.
About 3rd down and 8.
Yep, ball's at about the 37-yard line. Quarterback drops back to pass his Etheridge. He throws a little bit behind his intended receiver, and that was number 28. DeAndre Ori had him open, but he threw it a little bit behind him.
Swarton was wide open. His defender fell down.
I saw that. His defender falls. He had him wide open, but he was looking at the outside, and that's where he went. But that brings up 4th down, and the Red Raiders, believe it or not, folks, are going to punt for their first time tonight. So not a bad job there by the Estill Gator defense, Anthony.
That's right. That's the defense is playing Bamberg tough tonight.
Yep. Well, one time. We'll give them one. All right, here we go. I tell you, we scored those 2 quick touchdowns. I worried if we would kind of think we had this thing, but Estill showed us we didn't if we keep playing like that, Anthony.
Oh, good punt.
Punt by Bunch. It's going to hit it around the 3-yard line, but it's going to go in the end zone for a touchback. And that ball replaced at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Estill Gators will start 1st and 10. Estill's last drive, if you just joined us, was about 74 yards for the touchdown, Anthony. And just like that, they were right back in this game. It was 16-0. Looked like we may have had it in hand early on, but Estill fought back, and you got to give it to those young men. Not a bad field, Anthony. I'll tell you what, the grass was real nice walking down there on it. Did you walk on it?
No.
It was really nice. I mean, All right, Estill getting ready to start it up. 1st and 10. New quarterback in the ball game is going to be number 2. That is Justin Solomon. Solomon takes it, tries to go. He'll go nowhere. Who was that, Anthony? Popped him right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 3, Nicholas Hughes.
That's going to be a loss, Anthony, of about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 13 for the Estill Gators.
That was a great tackle by Nicholas.
That was. He fought through there. And, they were talking about him the other day. He does anything you ask of him, Anthony.
Great athlete.
Yep. Got trips to the left, Anthony. Had trouble here. Quarterback looks to throw, but he turns it up, and he wants to run, and he reverses field. And he's got some blockers if he'd have got on him. He's going to pick up about 5, give him 6 on that, Anthony. But if somebody would have blocked number 17, Dejan Bamberg, he might have taken that thing to the house. He is quick. Did you see how quick that quarterback was?
Very fast.
But we got a flag down nonetheless in the backfield. It's going to probably be against
holding
the Gators, and it is for holding.
Dejan Bamberg made a great tackle on that play.
He did, but he had 3 Gators standing by him that had they blocked him, he'd have been in some serious trouble. I got to tell you, the Gators not that bad, Anthony.
No. They're 2-0 in the conference.
Yep. Pretty good crowd on size for Bamberg, dude. Not bad, Anthony.
We got some of Bamberg people on the Estill side.
Yeah, I see a bunch of them sitting over this way. That's going to put it back, Anthony, to around the
7.
And we got a 2nd and forever again. I think that's 23. It's going to be in. The ball's going to be spotted finally after they quit walking it at the 9-yard line. We'll call it 8. I don't know what's taking so long.
Like about the 7, Trent.
Isn't it? I tell you, I don't know what's taking. Yeah, well, we'll call it 8. For good measures. Quarterback drops back. Same play they scored on. The quick out. But they ain't scoring this time. He's going to be dropped at the 5, Anthony.
Making the tackle for the Red Raiders is number 28, DeAndre Ori.
Hey, fool me once. How does it go? Shame on me. Fool me twice. I need to go sit on the bus. Is that, I don't think that's how it goes, but that's what it should be. Fool me one time, but he said, oh, no, you won't do that again tonight, brother. And I was proud of him getting the tackle. So the ball spotted at the 5-yard line now, and it's about third and about 28, 9, 30 right there, Anthony. Way down. I'm not even going to look up. I got a pole sitting right in between me here. I'm sitting behind a telephone pole.
And he goes down.
He tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to actually lose a yard down to the 4-yard line. So it's way back even further. So now, Anthony, the punt we saw previously went about, 13 yards up that? 12 yards. And now you got the added pressure of kicking out the back of your end zone to the Red Raiders. And it didn't go but about 12 yards the first time. So now we're going to see there's probably got a little pressure put on him probably, Anthony. Let's see. I'd go after if I'm Bamberg.
No, I wouldn't go after.
I'm going after. He's going to have to show me.
Back to receive the punt is number 2 and number 5.
Nope, they waited back. There's the snap. There's the kick. Not a terrible kick. Bounces about the 28. Rolls past the 30. Finally stops at the 34-yard line, and that is where your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders will take over with 9:33 remaining here in the second quarter. The score, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 16. The home team, Estill Fighting Gators 6. Tonight's Red Raider football game is being brought to you by Keep Bamberg County Beautiful, who wants to remind you every little bit hurts, even seemingly insignificant, such as cigarette butts or gum wrappers, for instance. And we'll get back to that in just a moment as the Red Raiders are ready to go. 2 backs in the backfield along with Hunter Etheridge. Etheridge takes a snap, gives it over the left side to Dunbar. Dunbar has some room. He's at the 30, 25, still on his feet down. Let's see what he mark it, Anthony.
About the 20, I believe, Trent.
I don't know if they're going to give him that much. I think they're going to mark it back a little to probably around the 23-yard line, but we'll see, Ant. I saw what you saw, but I saw that ref running up there in a hurry to mark it, and he did. 23-yard line. But that's another Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider first down brought to you by Keep Bamberg County Beautiful.
That was a great run by Dunbar.
Yep. Dunbar's been on point thus far, Anthony. All right, this time it's like it's going to be Gagem, and then Anthony over the right side.
Number 9.
And he's going nowhere. Don't know who missed a blocking assignment right there, but somebody did, Anthony. And there were 3 Gators standing there in the gap waiting on him, and they got him. So that's going to be a loss if they, they're going to leave it right
at
there.
Gain, about 2.
Yeah, gain about 2. Brings up 2nd and 8, and that's pretty tough there. Good spot for the Red Raiders that time. Clock still moving right at 9 minutes even with second quarter. I need about 3 more drums to beat up here on Anthony. All right, waiting on the snap, takes it. There's the give. Gage him again. That time he's going nowhere. Bamberg getting whipped up front early. Right here now, Anthony. Early on, we were moving them everywhere. Now somebody's missing the assignment, and we got Gators in the backfield everywhere. They chomping at the bit. You ever seen the Estill Gator uniforms, folks? They are green, I would say like a shamrock. They got a yellow helmet, yellow lettering, white Gators written across the back. Some of them wearing pink tonight in support of Breast Cancer Month. Nice looking uniform, though, Ant.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Etheridge, third down, takes a snap, looks to throw, rolls to his left. Has a man, picks it up, throws it again. He's in the end zone, out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended receiver was number 28, DeAndre Ori, but put a little bit too much on it.
Put a little bit of air on it. Too much air.
Tell you what, old coach was over there talking to Hunter. It looked like he wasn't happy. He should have thrown it a little earlier, I think is what he wanted him to do. They ran that corner route, and I think he wanted him to let it loose to start with and run up under it, but he didn't, and sometimes that happens. But playing pretty good tonight. Let's see if they're going to punt, Anthony.
That'd be all right. I believe they're going for it.
4th and 12 for the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, and you're all right, Anthony, going for it. And need to, 25-yard line. No need to punt it down and kick it in the end zone. It's a 5-yard difference, so why not? All right, Etheridge takes a snap. This time he rolls to his right, looks, has a man, throws behind him. Gage him almost had it, but we got a flag down, Anthony. Probably pass interference on the Gators, maybe. Let's see. Or illegal contact, one of the two.
Waiting on the call.
All right, it's against the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. I saw Gagem, number 9, blocking right before the pass was thrown. And it must have been against him.
Pass interference.
Yeah, offensive pass interference got up on him too much. So, all right. Well, nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Gators at their own 25-yard line. Time left 8 minutes, 6 seconds here in the second quarter. Bamberg Ehrhardt leads 16-6.
That's a different quarterback.
Is that number 2 again or number
11?
No, number 11. He was the original quarterback. That's Tyshawn Bostic back in the game. Now we got a whistle, flag out.
12 players on the field, I believe.
Let's see. They counting. Yep, illegal participation. Now they got to know. You look around, you break a huddle. You say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, we ain't supposed to play but 11. Somebody should say it. Shouldn't they, Anthony? I'm just saying now.
Right.
You think they'd get it after the third one tonight. You think they would catch on to that, but sometimes it's tough. But anyway, backs it up 5 to the 20-yard line. 1st and 15 now. Quarterback drops back, throws. Had a man, number 9, that was Tariq Garvin. And Garvin, not much effort to Anthony at all. He puts one hand on it, and that's it, incomplete.
He had 2 men open.
And I'll tell you, the fans from Estill not happy about him missing that football, Anthony. Letting him have it.
Well, you can't catch them all.
Can't catch them all, but they letting him have it with 8:02 left here in the second quarter. Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead 16-6. Very sloppy first half here so far, Anthony. A lot of penalties. A lot of penalties.
A whole lot.
All right, quarterback Tyshawn Bostic looks to throw, has a man, throws it deep. Oh, overthrew him. Intended receiver was number 10, Harrison Sanders. And if that thing would have been thrown just a little bit less, and he put a little bit too much power on it, but if he'd have thrown it a little less, he had gotten behind the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider defender by a step or two, and that would have been going home to the races, Anthony.
That's right. Back defended on the play was number 7, Jay-Sean Wilson.
Yep, 3rd and about, we'll call it 16-17. 16-17 for the Gators. Folks, where I'm sitting, I got a big old, I guess a divider, telephone pole, whatever you want to call it. I got to keep bending one way, bending back the other, but I'm going to get there. I'll see what Derek Jeffcoat was talking about Thursday. Very nice press box, though, folks. All right, quarterback drops back to pass.
And he goes down to the ground.
And in a hurry.
By number 55, along with 68 and 24.
Yep, that 55, Anthony, was going to be
Racine
Dickinson. And who'd you say, 68?
Jacoby Brown and
Big Jacoby.
Josh Singleton.
Good job, Red Raiders. All right. Estill Gators look like they'll punt again, Anthony. 4th down and about, well, they backed him way up. 4th down and about 25 now.
There goes Jack McDonald in the game.
All right, Jack, sorry. They said he was going to play sporadically because of the fact that he had just dinged his shoulder, but if we were winning big, he probably would sit him down for a while. So just running him in on special teams, looks like. Estill ready to punt again. There's a snap. The kick. Nice punt that time by the young man as it goes. It's going to be received at the. Oh, it hits him. Wait a minute. It hit the Red Raider. Estill picks it up, and they're in the end zone, folks. It hit number 2, Jamari Dunbar, at the 50, but I don't think you can advance that, folks. We'll see. I hear a whistle blowing, but you cannot advance. You can't advance that, so it's going to be down. That's what I was saying there. Wait a minute now. It's going to be down.
It'll be dead.
Yeah, it's dead once it gets touched on a kick like that, and the fans not happy about it at all. But I don't know what Jamari was doing. Jamari looked like he was going to come up and field it, decided not to at the last second. It hit him on the leg. Bounces right up in the hands of number 5. That would be John Brandt. And John took that thing to the house. But according to high school rules, you cannot advance a turnover like that. So it's going to be spotted at the 47-yard line, and that's where Estill will retain their own 47, and that's where they'll retain the football. All right, Red Raiders, we got to get out of this funk now. We came out on fire, and it looks like they've extinguished us to a moment. But we're going to come back and get this thing going right, guys. And the fans are fussing up here in the press box with somebody. We'll get there in a minute.
I think it's the NFL.
I ain't lying, boy. All right, quarterback drops back. It's tipped at the line, but it's caught. Gain of about 1.
Making a tackle for the Raiders are number 28.
Making the catch for the Estill Gators was number 9, Tariq Garvin. Boy, I tell you, those fans up, they're not happy, are they, Anthony?
They must think this Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I tell you, they are raising Dickens and hollering at people in the press box like we can do something about it. I'm looking down. I say, hey, it ain't me. I'm just on the radio. I'm good.
Read the rule book.
That's it. All right. Nonetheless. That's my new favorite word today, Anthony. Nonetheless.
Nonetheless.
All right. 2nd and 9. Red Raiders on defense. Estill has the football. Throws it out, has a reception at the 30, make that the 45, and that he'll get up to about the 44-yard line, and that's where he's at, and that's an injured receiver. That was number 10, Harrison Sanders, on the catch.
Making a tackle for the Reds, number 7, along with number 17.
But he is down, Anthony.
He got a good spot, too.
Tell you what, not to be many Estill Gator fans here. They are loud when they don't like something.
We have to close the window on them.
I'm telling you what, they are loud. So if they say something might be inappropriate, don't take it out on us, folks. On Keep Bamberg County Beautiful, let's join together in making sure Bamberg County is clean and beautiful for visitors who pass through, who might be looking for that right spot for a new or existing industry or a new place to call home. Keep Bamberg County Beautiful is a litter-free program funded by a grant made available to the county. Injured player number 10, Harrison Sanders, still down on the sidelines. So they have called both teams to the respective sidelines for a timeout. Your local Farm Bureau agent, Richard Kemp, says, "Go, Red Raiders." Richard is proud to call Bamberg home and to cheer on the home team to victory on Friday nights. Farm Bureau has offered auto, home, and life insurance for the folks in Bamberg County for nearly 60 years. More information is available at 245-4356. That's Richard Kemp, your Farm Bureau agent in Bamberg. The Bamberg Board of Public Works has served the citizens of Bamberg for over a century. The Bamberg Board of Public Works is home to untiring service, eager to do your every bidding at the touch of a switch or the turn of a tap. You don't have to give your utilities a second thought. They're always there for you. The Bamberg Board of Public Works is proud to be bringing you in part tonight's Red Raider football game. The Bamberg Board of Public Works main office is located in the Bamberg City Hall building on Highway 301 North in Bamberg. All right, the young man has been dragged over, I guess, enough now that we can get ready to play, but they're still down to play. Both teams have gone out on the field, but the official is still standing there with him, hopefully, and praying that that young man is okay there, Anthony. You never like to see a kid get hurt, especially during a, whether it's an opposing team, home team, you pray that no one gets hurt, and I hope that young man will be okay and can get in the rest of this ball game. The play-by-play broadcast for tonight's Red Raider football game on WBSC Radio is being presented in part by Dr. Danette McElhaney and the staff at Bamberg Family Practice, 450 North Street in Bamberg. Bamberg Family Practice is open from 8 to 5 weekdays and specializes in family medicine. That's Dr. Danette McElhaney and the staff at Bamberg Family Practice, 450 North Street in Bamberg. All right, third down and less than a yard for the Gators, Anthony. Let's see what they do. There's a snap, and they decide to throw it.
We're holding on that one.
Yep, no flag. And I'll tell you what, he drops back to pass, and he gets dropped for a loss.
By number 8, Kenneth McMillan, along with number 24, Josh Singleton.
Yep, and he gets dropped at the 47-yard line, well short of the first down, about 4 yards, I'd say. So they're going to go for it on fourth down or punt. It looks like they're going to punt. Am I missing something, Anthony, or is it 4th and 4?
No, that's 4th and...
Wow.
4th and about 4.
Okay, you got 3rd down and 1, and you drop back in shotgun formation and throw it. You got 3rd and 25 early, and they run the ball. Now tell me. All right. That's why I don't get paid to be the Estill Gators coach. Now, I tell you what, it looks like we're bringing everybody this time, Anthony. Maybe look at them. They're coming for the house here. Every Red Raider down. And there they come. Oh, and he kicks it straight up in the air. Get away, get away. Ball bounces at about the 46. And let's see, that's going to be
about a 5-yard punt.
No, it ain't going to be that much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you right. Well, I tell you what, you good. Give him 5. That's a 5-yard punt. So the other lowest was 12 yards, and that was a 5-yard punt for the Estill Gators, and the Red Raiders will take over at the 44-yard line.
All right, the Red Raiders come in the hurry-up offense.
I tell you what, you got to give it to that young man. He had 9 men from the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider football team running at him to get that off. Was an amazing thing to do.
We got a new quarterback in the game.
Yep, that's number 5, Savalas Can. Can looks to throw. Nope, he gives it off up the middle.
Touchdown, Gagem.
Gagem, I tell you, that was a great run there by Gagem. He squirts through the line and gets past the 50 down to about the 48-yard line.
I think they're going to pass on this one, Trent.
We'll make that the 49-yard line. High school officials, I tell you, they move the ball more than a little bit, don't they, Anthony?
Correct.
All right, here we go. Can give up the middle again to Gagem. Gagem still on his feet, has a first down, and the ball comes out. And that's a turnover by your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, the second one in a row, Anthony. Fumbled a punt, muffed a punt earlier, gave the Gators the ball, and then in the second play in that drive with 4:32 remaining here in the second quarter, fumbles again. That ball's out at about the 43-yard line.
Well, he had the first down.
Yep, he had it, but it's at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. That is the Gators' 43-yard line, 1st and 10 with 4:32 remaining. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead 16-6 here in the second quarter. Yeah, Gage him. I don't know what happened there. I didn't get to see it happen.
Yeah, I believe he was about forward to the ground. Somebody took the ball out.
Okay. All right, quads to the right, one receiver to the bottom. There's a snap. Throws a slant. And he had alligator arms that time, Anthony, because he didn't want number 28.
Footsteps.
Yeah, he didn't want DeAndre Ahori to jack him up. He was coming hard, and the young man looked out the corner of his eyes, and he had those little alligator arms, those little short arms, make sure he ain't going to get popped too hard. So incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10.
With 4:29 left in the second quarter.
Yep, clock is stopped. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, folks, back in Bamberg. I know a lot of you didn't travel down here. But anyway, hope it'll be a quick one. We talked about it earlier, and we need to get something going there. Quarterback drops back to pass, looks, throws across the middle, has a man, and dropped. Ooh, that was number 9, the intended receiver, Tariq Garvin, and not a Red Raider around him, Anthony, for about 7 to 8 yards, and he just tried to pull it down and threw it on the ground. So incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 10 now. I don't see how in the world he was that open.
He was wide open.
I tell you what, I'm looking now, and I can't tell because unless the linebacker that was supposed to be on him didn't see him, but, I mean, there was not a Red Raider defender anywhere around him, Anthony. But here we go, 3rd and 10 now. Nonetheless, there you go. That's the new magic word tonight.
Nonetheless.
All right, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Quarterback, Newman in the game. Nope, same one. Looks to throw, and he has a man there, but it's intercepted. What did I tell you, Ed?
By number 7, Jay-Sean Wilson.
Jay-Sean Wilson. Did I not tell you Jay-Sean was going to take one tonight, and he takes that one. He had 2 against Woodland, if you recall.
Right.
And he pulls that one out, but in defense of the Estill Gators, if he'd have thrown that thing a little bit deeper, 2 was behind him. It was underthrown, and that was another 6 points. So come on, guys, tighten it up now. But the Red Raiders will take over at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10 with 4:19 remaining here in the second quarter. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders lead 16-6.
Can at quarterback again for the Raiders.
All right, Can. Takes a snap. Tries to give it, doesn't. Tries to option it and doesn't. Tries to run it and not going much, but he options it late, and it's caught. That's going to be a forward.
Illegal forward.
That's going to be forward, yep. Illegal pitch. He pitched that thing way forward, which I don't know. Yep. Pitched it forward, and that's not going to cut it, Anthony, and that's going to bring it back penalty against the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Should be a loss of down as well, yep. Let's see. I tell you, that yardstick, it's hard to tell what it reads from here. I don't even see it. Yeah, I see it now. See if it remains.
Loss of down.
Yep, loss of down. Bring up 2nd down for the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. That's a 10-yard penalty to bring up 2nd and
20.
Well, I'll tell you, they didn't move it back 20.
It must be about 15.
All right, it's 15, we'll call it, but they'd still moved it more than 5, so we'll call it 15. 2nd and 15. Quarterback takes it, gives over the right side. I think that was Dunbar. We'll see when he gets up.
That was Dunbar, number 2.
Yep, Dunbar. He may might get 1-2 out of that, Anthony. Let's see where they mark it.
I can't see them.
Yep, we got about 2 out of it, so it brings up 3rd, and we're going to call it 14 right now, 15. It's hard to see, folks. Tell you, Anthony, the lighting here, not that great. I mean, it's dim.
Got a few bulbs out.
Yep. All right, quarterback drops back, does Savalas can. He looks to throw. He decides to run. Has a little bit of room. He's up to the 40, 45, and he'll be brought out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, I think. Let's see where they spot it.
They give him the 47. I don't see how he spotted. He was on the other side of the field.
But they're going to give him the 48 on this side. He is right there, see? Well, yeah, I think it's 48. Yep, 48-yard line. Short of the first down by about, well, now he's backing up. You said 47. Well, 46. I tell you what, I had never seen this in my life. They'll spot something, put the ball down at the 49. They start walking back with the football. They walk forward with the football. Now they're talking about something. I don't even know what they're doing. Come on, guys. Got a penalty now, looks like. It's going against the Red Raiders, whatever it is. We'll wait on the call. Holding against the Red Raiders.
Get some of that home brew.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. Anyway, it's going to be spotted back at the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15. They got 17, 18. I got 15. Here we go. If the first down is to 50, that's 15, Anthony. All right, he goes over to the right side is Dunbar. Dunbar has some room. He's close to the first down. He may have it. Let's see where they spot him.
Oh, man.
They got a flag again. You got to be kidding me, Anthony.
You're getting that home brew.
Holding against the Red Raiders again, Anthony. That's frustrating. I tell you, I mean, I can't. One penalty, maybe. 2 penalties a drive, maybe. Every single time you get close to the first down, you get a penalty. Not trying to be a home cooker. You know what I'm saying? Being a homer, as they like to call people. But come on, guys. It's that same white hat keeps throwing every one of them.
Yes, sir.
So let's go put it back about where we were before we started, Anthony, right at the 30-yard line. We got to get to the 50, so it's a 3rd and 20 now. All right, there's a snap. Savalas drops back to throw, looks, throws, has a man open if he gets it. Let's see. Picked off. Nope, he dropped it. Had the interception, was number 2 from the Estill Gators. That's Justin Solomon, but he dropped it.
Gagem was wide open.
Yep, Gagem open on the right side. He elected to throw it to the left side into defenders and unable to make the completion. That'll bring up 4th and 20 for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. The score, Bamberg Ehrhardt 16, Estill 6. It's been one of the sloppiest games we had all year, Anthony.
Yep. Yes, sir, Trent. I believe that clock slowed up a lot.
Sloppy. We'll be all right in the second half. We'll jump on them like we need to, and we'll be fine. All right. Ooh, a high snap goes over Bunch's hands. He picks it up. Don't know what he's going to try to do. He needed to try to kick it, but he's going to try to run it, and he's going to get down on the inside the 25. Let's see where they spot him. They're going to spot it. Looks like at the 24, Anthony. It was a snap, went right through his hands. It was a little high, but it went through his hands, and he was unable to get it. But, you know, you got to let him know he's going to have to try to kick that on the run if you can, Anthony.
That's right.
And that is an Estill timeout. Their first of the first half, I believe, Anthony, if I'm correct. So the score with 2:44 remaining, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 16. The home team, Estill Gators, 6.
I'd like to give a shout-out to one of our listeners in Tampa, Florida, is having a birthday today, Mr. Joseph Key Jr.
Happy birthday, Joe. I know old Joe. Joe got him a birthday today.
That's right.
He's down there listening. Joe, happy birthday. Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider football is being brought to you in part tonight on WBSC Radio by Rick Pinson and the staff at the Pinson Insurance Agency, 332 Lacey Street, just across the road from the Highway Department sales office in Bamberg. The Pinson Agency can insure your vehicle, your home, and your life. That's Pinson Insurance Agency, 332 Lacey Street in Bamberg. All right, coming back out of the timeout, Anthony. And I want to give one, too. I promised her we did it the first week, but little Laney, my 6-year-old.
Oh, okay.
She's sitting there with Papa Jimmy tonight, and they're both listening to the game sitting on the couch. So
hi, Laney.
Yep, she wanted to hear us, so Daddy says, I love you, and I'll be by there as soon as this game's over, buddy. All right, 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom, quarterback and shotgun formation. Number 11, Tayshawn Bostic in at quarterback for Estill. There's a snap. Again, the quick out to the right to number 15, Taylor. Taylor's going to take it, and he's going to gain, Anthony, a few there.
About 4 yards on the play.
He picked up 4.
Making the tackles, number 8, along with number 3.
No, I'm on the radio, folks. All right. We're going to give him 4. 2nd and 6 for the Estill Gators. Ball spotted almost inside the 20 at the 21. 2:12 clock counting down.
A legal procedure.
Yep, it's going to be a false start. Wait a minute, they're looking at Bamberg, Anthony. They're pointing to Red Raiders. Let's see what they do.
So it's offside on the Raiders.
It is. Looks like it's going to be encroachment against your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. That's going to move it 5 more. He's going to place it down just outside the 15 at about the 16-yard line. Close to a first down, about 3 short. 2nd and 3 for the Estill Gators now. 2:05 second quarter. There's a snap. It's low. Quarterback picks it up. He's going nowhere, Anthony. Might again have
is number 3 along with number 68.
Short of the first down.
And Nicholas Hughes.
Yep, short of the first down, Anthony.
1:47 left on the clock.
Yep, ball spotted right on the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 2 for the Gators. 1:38 and counting down, as Anthony stated. Estill taking their time getting plays in tonight. Very, very methodical, Anthony. All right. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 top. Quarterback rolls out to his left. He tries to pull it up, but guess what? He's going nowhere. Great job. Who we got there?
Rasheem Dickerson.
Big Rasheem.
Great tackle for a loss. A big loss.
That was great there. All right, so that's going to bring up 4th and long. 4th and about, give him 7 for the Gators to get the first down. And that ball's going to be spotted right at the 23-yard line, we'll call it, Anthony. They need to get inside the 15, and I'll tell you, I don't know why it's the angle we're sitting at, but it looks like they need to get to the 13, but it's a tough angle where they got us up here in this booth at.
Yes,
and we're not as high. There's a snap. Slow snap back, doesn't go anywhere. Quarterback runs. He's going to gain 1, maybe 2, but not near enough. That's number 3, Anthony.
Nicholas Hughes makes the tackle.
I tell you, big Nick in on the tackle, and they're well short of the first down, and the Red Raiders will take over with 36 seconds left here in the second quarter. Before the half, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 16. The home team, Estill Gators 6. Red Raiders taking over now. Let's see where they'll spot it. About 23, Ant. Estill Gators running around everywhere. Bamberg's ready to go.
They're going back into the wishbone.
Yep. There's a snap. The give. Dunbar over the right side, and that might do it. Let's see if they call a timeout here. Nope, Red Raiders letting the clock go on down. They're going to have to get one more play off. It depends on when they blow the whistle.
2nd down. 6.
Nope. They won't have to play another, but they want to. Get the ball boy off the field. Bamberg's ready to go. Here they go. There's a snap. Give over the left side to Orr. Orr has room. He's at the 40, 45, 50, inside of Gator territory, but that will do it, Anthony. The clock expires. But Red Raiders come out on like a wildfire there to start with. 16 unanswered points back-to-back on the first 2 drives. And then, Anthony, the fire truck, that like we're on fire, but we got sprayed with a water hose and we cooled down quick. And then Estill got a touchdown on a long pass, 73 yards, and the score is now your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 16. The home team, Estill Gators 6. Now, Anthony, I tell you what I noticed. We a lot of penalties for Bamberg Ehrhardt in that first half. A lot of mistakes. What can we take from that, you think?
Well, I believe Coach Crosby will get them right second half.
I think so, too. All right, Mr. Bob, if you're back at the studio, we're going to throw it back to you, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes, and we'll see what the second half holds for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders.
WBSC-LP Bamberg. This is Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders football. Experience all the play-by-play action as it happens right here on your hometown radio station. And now, live from tonight's game, here's Trent Kynard and Anthony Harley.
Welcome back, sports fans, to Estill, South Carolina. We're here in Estill. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders leading 16-6 here, getting ready at the half, getting ready to start the third quarter. We got about 2 minutes, 10 seconds before we get started. And Anthony, that first half, I tell you what, was almost a tale of a piece of quarter, and a whole quarter and a half, because your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders started out like a wildfire. We were moving the ball. First 2 possessions, we scored rather quickly. We got 2 two-point conversions rather quickly. Then the offense stuttered and stalled, Anthony, throughout the whole second quarter and pretty much midway through the first quarter. Now the defense, make sure we got everything turned up here. The defense I thought they did a fairly good job. You know, they gave up 6 points. The long touchdown pass, it was basically a little screen, a little bubble screen on the right side, and he went 73 yards for the touchdown, and that's how they got their only score at 6. And your Red Raiders, like I said, lead 16-6 here in the third quarter. Again, if we don't seem like ourselves, Anthony's feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I just told Anthony if I could take a nap, I think I'd feel better. So we're doing the best we can here, and I hope you're enjoying it, folks. Every now and then, sinus will get me, or allergies, whatever you want to call it, and that ragweed not helping anything, Anthony. Gators now coming on the field. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders coming on the field, if you recall. Red Raiders got the ball first to start the game, so that means Estill will have the ball first here in the second half. Now, I'll tell you, Anthony, that first half was maybe one of the sloppiest I've seen in some time.
I've seen everything.
I mean, I believe we had more penalties in that first half than we've had the entire season long. In the first 7 games, we probably had more penalties in that first half.
I've seen all kind of penalties, drop, miss pass, interceptions.
Everything. I mean, and we did have one interception in that first half as well. That was number 7, Anthony.
That was Jayshawn Wilson.
Jayshawn Wilson for the Red Raiders. So congratulations to him on another pick. I know he's at least got 3, maybe 4 this year. So he's doing great for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. All right, still waiting on the kickoff.
Waiting on the chain crew.
Is that the chain crew walking over there slow?
Yeah, that's the chain
We might
crew.
be waiting a while for that one in the middle. It's going to take him a minute to roll over that. I bet he got him some hot wings or something at halftime, something to eat. But anyway, I'm being ugly, folks. Let me stop.
All right, Bunch teased the ball up.
Well, they ain't waiting on the chain crew. All right, Bunch getting ready to kick, folks. We're getting ready for the second half. Here goes Bunch. There's the kick, and that's a boot, Anthony. Down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be returned. Picked up. He's at the 15. He's going to get to the 20. 25, still on his feet at the 30. A little bit more, and he's going to get all the way up to the 33. I think, yep, that's where they mark him, 33-yard line, and that's where the Estill Gators, Fighting Gators, will start 1st and 10.
Making a tackle for the Raiders is number 9, Cole Gajan, along with number 32, Raekwon Jones.
All right, Anthony, that first half, not much to see there. I mean, not as good as we'd like to be or as sharp as we'd like to be, but I think we're going to turn our fortunes around. Let's hope so, buddy.
I believe it'll be a different second half.
A win's a win, though. Don't forget that. No matter how small or how big, if you get the W and you leave with a win, that's all that matters. All right. Gators, quarterback this time, still going to be number 11. That's Tyshawn Bostic.
We got 6 receivers out there.
5 to the right and 1 to the left. Looks to throw, pulls it back. Got a flag. Yep, I don't think can't be holding it. Stop the play. It had to be somebody up. Illegal.
Legal shift.
I was wondering how you had all your linemen. You had 6 receivers.
6 receivers.
Start laughing. 6 receivers over on the right and 1 at the bottom. That makes 7. You had 5 linemen and you had a quarterback. So that's 12, right, Anthony?
7 and 5.
That's what, 11. And then the quarterback made 12, so that's too many. And he come on off. All right, so it backs it up 5. It'll bring up first and 15. Ball now spotted at the Gators' 29-yard line.
Got
4 to the right now, 1 to the bottom. That's more like it. All right, quarterback looks to throw, has a man. He goes out of bounds. He can't touch it no matter, and he should have thrown his hat off, but he didn't. He couldn't have came back in bounds. He was forced out at about the 50. Ball overthrown at the Red Raiders' 40. So still now brings up 2nd and 15. All right, here we go. On the coverage for the Red Raiders, that was number 7. That was Jayshawn Wilson. Had him like a blanket, Anthony.
That was a great coverage by Jayshawn.
Yep. 11:42, clock is stopped. Third quarter, just joining us after the half. Your Red Raiders lead 16-6. A lot calmer this week, Anthony.
That's right.
All right, he got a back in the backfield now. That's number 2, Justin Solomon. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, pitches it to that back, number 2. He tries to go, turns it inside, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
By number 28, DeAndre Ori, along with number 55, Rasheen Dickerson.
He's dropped all the way back at the Gators' 23-yard line. And that's where he spots it. First, to make that now, it is 3rd and about 21, Anthony.
21.
Quarterback drops back to throw. Looks again to Jay Sean's side. Wilson almost. He should have intercepted that. He batted it down with one hand, but I thought he could have intercepted it. I tell you.
That one. If you can touch it with your hand, you can catch it.
Catch that one, Jay Sean. Come on, buddy. All right. No matter, fourth down now for the Gators, and they'll be punting to the Red Raiders. Now, something we hadn't seen in a while, Anthony, that surprised me. We had about 4 or 5 there, maybe 6. In the first 3 games was a punt return for a touchdown.
True. It's coming tonight.
You feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
All right, he feels it, I feel it. Look how they got him. Jamari Dunbar up to the 40-yard line looking for that short punt. They got behind him, number 5.
Trent, last time the punt was 5 yards. So.
Yep, that's why they got old Dunbar so short. That one's partially blocked.
4 yards.
That's going backwards. That's not even going to make the 4 yards. That's going to be a negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5-yard punt, as it looks like he's going to spot it at the 20, maybe the 21. Let's see where it goes, Anthony.
Negative 5. Negative 4.
Negative 4-yard punt. You had a 12-yard punt. You had a 5-yard punt, and now you had a negative 4-yard punt. First and 10, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. They're going to spot it right just outside the 20-yard line, so it's a big opportunity. In at quarterback number 14, Hunter Etheridge. Etheridge gives it up the middle to keep. It looks like Orr. Orr still on his feet, has a first down. Looks like he's inside the 15, maybe right at the 15. Let's see where he spotted him, Anthony.
Close to a first down.
I think it is. The white hat has marked, signaled it, and there it goes. Inside the 15, right at the 14. First and 10, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders at the 14-yard line. Or take that back. That's inside the 10.
That's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9. I got to pull him away, Anthony. Don't forget. Gives it to Dunbar over the left side. Is that Orr again? Look like Dunbar.
That's number 4, Keyshawn Orr.
Again, this telephone pole or whatever you want to call this.
A post.
Post is in my way. All right, so that was Orr over the left side. He may have gained, we'll give him 4 on that, Anthony, it looks like. So he's down to the 6-yard line. There's a snap. Give this time to Dunbar. He's going to gain maybe 2, maybe 1 we'll give him, and they're going to mark him at the 5-yard line, 3rd and goal from the 5, Anthony. 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter, 16-6, your Red Raiders lead.
Look for a pass this time, Trent.
All right.
Sward's been quiet all night.
All right, let's see if he gets it. Nope, gives it again to Dunbar up the middle. He carries 1, 2. He's going to get down inside the 2 at the 1. 4th and goal for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders.
Hurry up offense.
Yep, going right back up. Right now is when I think we ought to be under center, but we're in the shotgun formation. They're ready. Let's go.
Somebody blow the whistle.
That was the white hat telling them the ball was in play. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper by Etheridge. Touchdown, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. 22 to 6 now in the third quarter, with 9:23 remaining. Again, he faked everybody out, Anthony. He faked to give up the middle to Dunbar, went over the right side, and he walks in. Now he's set up to kick the PAT. Is 14, Hunter Etheridge. Block being placed at the 10-yard line. Great job, Hunter.
Sward is holding.
There's the kick. It's up, and it is good. So, with 9:23 remaining, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 23. The home team, Gators 6.
Oh, that's one got another point.
Yeah, I saw they added them one, but they're going to take it back down. There it goes. The Red Raiders play-by-play here every Friday night on WBSC Radio is brought to you in part by Tony Bledsoe and the employees who serve you at Fry's Drive-In Restaurant in Bamberg. There's something new at Fry's. They're now open on Monday and Thursday nights from 5 to 7 for pickup dinner. For more information is available, call 245-4540 from 11 to 2 daily, or you can call 707-3198 anytime. Fry's Drive-In Restaurant under the red roof, Highway 301 North in Bamberg. Every weekly issue of the Advertiser Herald newspaper keeps you in the know with all of your local hometown news, sports, and features. The Advertiser Herald is Bamberg County's best friend and is proud to be a part of tonight's exciting Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider football broadcast on WBSC Radio. The Advertiser Herald newspaper with offices located at 369 McGee Street in Bamberg. All right, here goes Blaze Bunch getting ready to kick off from his own 40-yard line. Back deep to receive is number 2, Justin Solomon. He picks it up at the 10, 15, 20, 25, and that's where he's dropped right at the 25-yard line.
Making a great tackle there was number 21, Gerald Manigault. WBSC-LP, Bamberg.
25-yard lines where the Estill Fighting Gators will take over. 1st and 10. Score, Bamberg 23, Estill 6, 9:18 left here in the third quarter. Red Raiders need to go ahead and put some more points on the scoreboard, Anthony, and we need to ease on back to Bamberg.
That's right. I believe defense will get one tonight, Trent.
I hope so, because I'm telling you, I'm not feeling it. Kind of down and out. There's a snap to the quarterback. He drops back, looks to throw, tries to throw deep. Got a flag down, holding, looks like. That ball, nice job there by number 5 for the Red Raiders, Savalas Can.
Knocking the ball away.
Yep, he knocked it down, jumped the receiver. Great job. We got a flag. Probably going to be holding against the Estill Gators, but let's wait on the official signal. Holding on the Gators. Back it up 5 yards. I don't know if they'll back it up or not. He may decline it. Let's see.
Okay, we got a new defensive player in the game. Number 20, Jadarius Wheeler. He's in the game for the first time.
Old Jadarius. Red Raiders look like they're going to decline it. Didn't see yet. Nope, they're going to take it. Backs them up 5.
10.
10. That's right.
It's first down and...
Yeah, they replay the first down at the 14-yard line.
That's more than 10, Trent.
I tell you, that's why I said all night long it's been like that. Quarterback for Estill drops back, looks to throw, throws deep. That one's going to be picked. And it is by number 5, Savalas Can at the 50. Still on his feet, almost tackled, but not quite. That's a block in the, no, he almost pulled it. Oh, he didn't have to. The guy behind him pulled it. So that's going to be a block in the back on the return, folks. Number 28 for the Red Raiders, that was DeAndre Orey. Tried to make a good block, and it just happened. He didn't mean to do it, but it happened.
It's one of them things.
Yep, he went to turn around. The kid turned around at the same exact time, blocked him in the back, and it's coming back, folks. But it will still be Red Raider football. Probably at the 35-yard line. We'll see where they call it. At their own 35 after the penalty, but we'll wait on them. At the end of the return, let's see what they... No, I don't know if you do that there, Anthony, but we'll take it. I don't know what he called. Waiting. Block in the back against the Raiders, exactly. He'd already had the interception. How do you call a block in the back and give it back to the... He called a block in the back.
He called a block in the back.
All right, let's see what he calls here again. Let's see. Oh, that's terrible. Didn't throw a flag on the interference, threw it after the block in the back, but they're going to retain the football. Is the Estill Gators at the 29-yard line. Unbelievable. But, Coach told us at the coach's show yesterday he didn't expect none less when we come here. So here we go. Runs it over the right side, and he's going absolutely nowhere.
Making a tackle for the Raiders is number 68, Jacoby Brown.
Brings up second and about 7 now. He they started inside the 10-yard differential, so brings up now second and about 7 for the Gators. Anthony, you said it earlier best. We have seen it all.
That's right. Jacoby goes off the field. I hope he'll be all right.
Yeah, coming in for him was number 26.
There's Johnson.
All right, there's a snap. Pitch back. Tries to run to the right side, and he's got nowhere to go, looks like, but he still stays on his feet as he gets spun around, but that's to the liking of Bamberg. He's big yards. Whoa, how are you going to throw those flags? It's going to be a face mask, I believe, on the Red Raiders, Anthony, but what aggravates you is you have one throw it from the 40-yard line back here. You had the white hat standing right by it, and he decides not to throw it. Unbelievable. So it's going to be against the Red Raiders. We'll wait on the official call. Folks, if you didn't make the trip, don't be upset, because you would be if you were sitting right here with me and Anthony.
The more points we score, the more penalties we get.
Yep. Personal foul against the Red Raiders. Face mask, 15 yards. Be from the spot. Should be, Anthony. Automatic first down. Let's see what they do. asking them if they want to take it. No, we'll decide to keep it right here and make it 4th down and 400. I mean, come on, let's make this thing go now. Don't take a rocket scientist. You ain't got to graduate from MIT to know, right, Ed?
That's right. Coach Crosby is.
Live it.
I believe the headset left him.
It did. It fell off his head by accident, of course. All right, so we're back at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, or 2nd and, well, actually, I guess I don't know what they're doing, Anthony. 2nd and 6. Tell me and we'll all know. Throws it incomplete. Intended receiver number 15, Jamez Taylor for the Gators. I don't get that one right there, Anthony.
I don't see that.
It's a face mask. It's against the Red Raiders. Automatic 1st down anywhere in the country but here tonight, looks like. and it gets 2nd down and 6. Replayed it down, and it's against the Red Raiders, and there was no call against the Gators, so I don't know what just happened, folks. I can't even begin to describe it to you. How about you, Anthony?
Be charged up to the ground.
All right, good. Maybe you know. I don't know.
Let the rain settle it.
Yep, something happened. I don't know. Unbelievable. All right, Red Raiders, come on. 3rd down. There's the snap. Again, the bubble screen throws it out. Ball's out. Ball's out. Red Raiders have it. Picks it up. Inside the 20 maybe. Let's see where they spot it. So it's going to be Red Raider football inside the 20. It looks like he's at the 18, Anthony. And see, again, everything works out as it should be.
Covering the fumble for the Red Raiders is number 8, Kenneth McMillan.
Yep, everything works out as it should be in the end. Sometimes it takes a minute to get to that point, but we got there.
Well, we need to go to the end zone this time, Trent.
We need to throw the ball for sure. Slant's been open all night long, hadn't thrown it yet. Look for it soon.
Coming in the game, the running back is number 18, James Ginyard.
Been waiting on James all night.
First time tonight we've seen Mr. Ginyard.
I think they're going to let James tote the rock here. We'll see. Still waiting, folks. Officials taking forever and ever spot the ball and call it in. They've taken so long, Hunter's running back to pick up something. Oh, he's picking up the beanbag for the white hat. Nice job, son.
He won't need it.
No. You could have left it right there. All right. Nope, not yet. Finally, got a whistle. All right, here we go, Ant. There's a snap. Give to Ginyard over the left side. Ginyard has 1, 2, pulls a whole crowd with him. Looks like it's going to be close to 5 yards on the carry.
Good run by James.
Looks like it's going to be spotted around the 13-yard line.
2nd down.
Well, those chain crew over there. Look at him, man. Think dropping the stuff. Half got it tight. He's moving. He's moving. I don't know what they're doing. All right. There's a snap. Fakes to give. Does Etheridge. He tries to keep it, and he's going nowhere. He's going to lose 2 on the carry. It's going to be at about the 14.5-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. It's going to bring up, looks about, what do you think, Ant?
3rd and 9.
Oh, he dropped him all the way back there. 3rd and 9, yep. For the Red Raiders, ball spotted right at the...
It's about the 14.
No, it's going to be about the 16, looks like. They're moving it around again, but it's at the 16-yard line. All right, waiting on him. There's a snap. This time gives it to Ginyard at the middle. He's going to get some, but not enough, but he's still driving his feet. Nice job, young man. Well short of the 1st down. Let's see what the Red Raiders like to do. You know, they're either going for it or kicking the field goal, but I'm assuming they're going to go for it here. I think they're just trying to get this clock running down, Anthony, and get on out of here. Because like we said earlier, you can win 22-21, 23-22, but it's a W no matter how you look at it. Some games aren't pretty. All right, now, 4th down and a long 8. It rolls to his right, does after, throws, incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 6, Kyle Gageham. Kind of threw it a little hard there. Gageham unable to handle it, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, and the Estill Gators to take over at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Chris Jennings and employees who serve you at Little Howie's Burgers and Chick hope you're enjoying tonight's contest between the Red Raiders and the Estill Gators. Little Howie's also known to many in our area as the Big Chick, has burgers, fried chicken, and seafood, and you can eat in or carry out. That's Little Howie's Burgers and Chick, 2234 Main Highway, 301 North in Bamberg. All right, getting ready are the Estill Gators, 1st and 10. Quarterback's under center for the first time in a while. Pitches it out. That ball's loose, but he's going to fall on it inside the 10. See where they spot him. It's like they're going to spot him at the 8-yard line, Anthony. Loss on the play.
Making that tackle was number 17, Dejan Bamberg.
Yeah, big Dejan Bamberg in on the tackle. All right.
Ball's on the 8-yard line.
That's going to be second down and about 17, Anthony.
16, 17.
We'll call
Close.
it 17, yep. It's tough up in this box, isn't it, though, to see where something's at, Anthony? And the field's not well marked either. All right, again, pitches over the right side to number 9. He's going to gain a few. That running back is Tariq Gavin.
Making the tackle is number 3, along number 68.
That was Tariq Garvin, I said, on the run, Anthony.
Be third down and 14.
3rd and 14 now for the Gators. Still waiting, folks. Estill taking the time, aren't they, Anthony?
Very, very
Stand up a minute.
slow.
Third down.
All right, quarterback drops back, looks to pass, going to throw it deep across the middle, has a man, complete. Around the 30, that's a first down for the Estill Gators. 31-yard line. I said earlier, Anthony, if you recall, that the across the middle has been open for the Gators for some time, and it showed right there. First down.
Making the tackle for the Red Rails is number 7, Ja'Shawn Wilson. First down for the Wild Gators.
All right, Gators still taking their time. Third quarter, 3:38 remaining. Red Raiders lead 23-6. Quarterback drops back, looks to throw again. Has a man on him, and that's number 3. Ball pops out. Ball popped out.
Making the tackle and causing the fumble was number 3, Nicholas Hughes.
We've called his name a whole ton tonight, Anthony.
That's right.
Thus far, he's leading the edge for the player of the game. He's been on a lot of tackles for the Red Raiders, Ant.
That's right.
He's going to spot the ball around the 18-yard line. He lost a ton. Call it about 2nd and 23 for the Gators. They got to get all the way up to almost the 41-yard line.
41, right.
Yep, for the first down. They're back at the 18-yard line.
Trent, that number 15 is a tall receiver.
Yep, quarterback, and he's got pressure again. He rolls to his left. He's going to have to tuck it and run it. He gets to the 20, falls down and around the 22-yard line.
Making that tackle for the Raiders, number 68, Jacoby Brown, along with number 3 and number 24.
That's a gain of about 4, Anthony.
Nick Hughes, along with Josh Singleton.
Got 19 to go. 3rd and 19 now for the Gators. 2:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Red Raiders lead 23-6.
Third down on about 18.
All right, taking the time again, Ant. Finally ready to go. Quarterback, low snap, picks it up, looks to throw, does. Throws it short, incomplete. 4th down.
Putting pressure on the quarterback that time was number 24, along with number 55.
That 24, of course, is Josh Singleton, and number 55, Anthony?
Rasheem Dixon.
Big Rasheem Dickerson.
Oh, well, we got a minute here. I'd like to give another shout-out to two of my co-workers, Michael Hutto, along with Miss Loretta Williams.
All right, glad y'all listening to us this afternoon.
4th down.
4th down and forever. They're going to punt again. Let's see what we do this time, Anthony. Got a 12-yard, 5-yard, and a -5, and almost snapped that one over his head. There's the kick. Nice punt that time. It's going to be a little bit better. It's going to continue to roll to about the 43, 44-yard line. Let's see what he spotted. 44-yard line. That ball bounced to the 43. He threw it back. He was standing at the 44, just throws it back to him. He puts it down. That's funny. That's funny. All right, 44-yard line is where your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders will take over. Third quarter, minute and 57 remaining. 23-6 if you're just joining us. Red Raiders leading. They jumped out to a very fast and early 16-0 lead, and we scored one time here to start the third quarter. Back to the wishbone. Give is to Orr over the left side. Orr has running room. Close to a Red Raider first down. Right around the 35-yard line. Let's see what he spotted. Got an injury for the Gators. Another injury. They have had a lot of injuries tonight, Anthony.
That's about number 4.
Yep, I think you are correct. Steve Chandler and the folks who serve you at the Chandler Law Firm, 2954 Main Highway in Bamberg, are excited over being a part of tonight's football broadcast on WBSC Radio. The Chandler Law Firm specializes in family, personal injury, and criminal law. That's the Chandler Law Firm, now located directly across from the Bamberg County Courthouse at 2954 Main Highway in downtown Bamberg. Looks like a cramp, Anthony. He got his leg up, so I'm assuming he's having a cramp. It's kind of cool out here tonight, but it was warm early. The play-by-play action of tonight's exciting football games being brought to you in part by Vaughn Electronics, 2649 Main Highway in Bamberg, your Radio Shack dealer in Bamberg since 1977. Local recording artist David Cooler's CD is now available for purchase at Vaughn's Electronics. Don't forget, Vaughn Electronics is now your agent for Page Plus wireless service. That's Vaughn Electronics, 2649 Main Highway in Bamberg. Still down on the field as a player for Estill. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Major Graphics LLC, South State Bank, Southern Carolina Alliance, Sweets, Discount Tires, and Complete Auto Repair. Nancy Foster, Fostering Company, Bo Griffin, Home Federal Savings and Loan. Ness and Jet, LLC, Eddie Sanders, Hires Drugs, Wilson and Luganville Law Firm, Tagadoo's Unique Gifts, Keep Bamberg County Beautiful, Richard Kemp, Farm Bureau, Bamberg Board of Public Works, Dr. McElhaney at Bamberg Family Practice, Rick Pinson, Pinson Insurance Agency, Tony Bledsoe, Fry's Drive-In Restaurant, Advertiser Herald Newspaper, Little Howie's Big Chick, and Chris Jennings, Steve Chandler at Chandler Law Firm, and Vaughn Electronics. So, Anthony, I tell you, he's coming off the field there. It was a cramp, and we're getting ready to go back to the action. Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders taking over. First down on the first carry. First down right now, ball spotted inside the 45, right at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Time remaining a minute and 44.
In the third quarter.
Yep, in the third quarter. All right, back in the bone. Quarterback under center is Etheridge. Etheridge takes the snap, gives it to the deep back, or over the left side again. He'll gain 2, maybe 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, 32.
At the 32.
Hurry up offense.
Yep, we hope you are enjoying the night's broadcast. Here from Estill, South Carolina, myself, Trent Kynard, along with Anthony Harley. There's the wishbone again and the snap. Give over the right side this time.
Dunbar.
Yep, that was number 2, Jamari Dunbar. He's close to a Red Raider first down. They're going to place it at around the 25-yard line. Needs to get to the 26 or 27. Hard to see.
He's about 2 shy.
About 2 shy, so he needs to get to 27. Third down, long 2. Tell you what, that old boy must be tired. He's got the yardstick almost laying down on the ground with him over there. He ain't even holding it up no more. He said, bump this. All right, wishbone again. Come on, Red Raiders. Blow him off the line. There you go. All right, Dunbar up the middle. First down for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. He's inside the 20. Finally wrestled down at around the 18. Isn't it, Anthony? 18, 17 and a half. First down, Bamberg Ehrhardt. That first down brought to you by Tagadoo's Unique Gifts. This game has drug, Anthony.
All right.
28, 25, 24. Counting down here at the end of the third quarter. Wishbone again, Red Raiders.
That's a gauge him in.
Yep, gauge him up the middle, and he's going to be close to another Red Raider first down. Still driving his feet inside the 10. Finally going to be brought down at the 8-yard line. Make that the 7-yard line. That's another Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider first down. That first down is brought to you by Richard Kemp at Farm Bureau.
So Trent, that make it 1st and goal.
Yep. Got another
Wildcat down.
Wildcat
Wild Gator.
Wild Gator, Wildcat, Alligators. He's down. God bless him. I hope he's all right. Maybe it's just another cramp tonight. Red Raider football is being brought to you by Deep Vaughn and the staff at Vaughn Electronics, your Radio Shack dealer in Bamberg since '77. Vaughn Electronics is located at 2649 Main Highway in Bamberg and is here to stay. Vaughn Electronics is they also have local artist David Cooler CD available for purchase. That's Vaughn Electronics, 2649 Main Highway in Bamberg. Yeah, he's got a cramp, Anthony. Yeah, well, there's one over here on the sideline with a cramp.
That was 24.
And 27 had a cramp over here on the sideline. He fell down and had his leg up. But we're getting ready to get back to the action. Red Raiders coming back on the field. Gators getting ready to set up for defense.
Yeah, we get ready to go back into the end zone again.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Make it 30-7 with a touchdown, and the extra point is good. PAT. Go for two and make it 31-6. And that'll do it for the first quarter here from Estill, South Carolina. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 23. The home team, Estill Fighting Gators 6. Chris Jennings and all the employees who serve you at Little Howie's Burgers and Chick hope you're enjoying tonight's Red Raider broadcast. Little Howie is known to many in our area as Big Chick, has burgers, fried chicken, and seafood, and all you can eat, and you can eat in or carry out. That's Little Howie's Burgers and Chick, 2234 Main Highway, which is 301 North in Bamberg. Every weekly issue of the Advertiser Herald newspaper keeps you in the know with all of your local news, sports, and features. The Advertiser Herald is Bamberg County's best friend and is proud to be a part of tonight's exciting Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider football broadcast on WBSC Radio. The Advertiser Herald newspaper with offices located at 369 McGee Street in Bamberg. We'd like to thank old Tony Bledsoe, Anthony, at Fry's Drive-In. Tony allows us to do the Coach's Corner each and every Thursday. Don't forget, you can be a part of Coach's Corner. Come on out at 1 o'clock each and every Thursday and join us. You sit down. If you want to eat, you can. You just want to talk football with Coach Crosby, you can. We sit around for about 30 minutes. Then at 1:30, Anthony, we get live with the Coach's Corner on WBSC Radio 102.3. All right, Red Raiders, first and goal. Ball spotted.
Touchdown, Gagem.
Yep, Gagem gets it over the right side. Sorry, folks. Looks like he's in, and he is. Touchdown, Bamberg Ehrhardt. That's number 9. Touchdown, Gagem.
Cole, touchdown, Gagem.
Yep, Cole, touchdown, Gagem is in the end zone, and the Red Raiders now lead 29-6 with 11:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Red Raiders look like they're going for 2, Anthony.
I don't believe they want to kick the ball in the swamp back there.
Again, you're right. Don't want to kick it in that water hole back on the left side over here. If you're looking at your radio from right to left, they're going to the left. Quarterback drops back, gives it to Gagem again. Gagem turns it up inside, and he's in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good. So with 11:54 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 31, the home team Estill Gators 6. Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider football is being brought to you in part tonight on WBSC Radio by Rick Pinson and the staff at Pinson Insurance Agency, 332 Lacey Street, just across the road from the Highway Department Licensed Sales Office in Bamberg. The Pinson Agency can insure your vehicle, your home, and your life. That's the Pinson Insurance Agency, 332 Lacey Street in Bamberg. Folks, don't forget to go to YouTube. That's right, www.youtube.com. You can see a replay of tonight's action, see all what we're talking about when we say some of the spots have been mediocre at best. Some of the flags, questionable at best. So, you know, it is what it is, but you can go and look at it. Go to www.youtube.com. Type in WBSC Radio. When it pops up, click on our logo. When you see the logo, scroll down. You can see tonight's action and every game throughout the season. We also, remember, Anthony, we filmed the parade this year from the homecoming. We filmed the pep rally and numerous other activities at Red Raider High School. So you can see them all. So go to YouTube today and check us out. All right, Blaze Bunch getting ready to kick off from his own 40-yard line. Red Raiders kicking from right to left. There's the kick. It's going to be a short kick for him at the 22-yard line, picked up, and he's going to go out of bounds right around the 30, I believe it was, Anthony.
Yep, right at 30. Making the stop for the Red Raiders is number 20, Jadarius Wheeler.
I tell you, you think that the post on this side would be all right, and the next post get me. I'm telling you, I'm having a post night, ain't I?
One of them nights, Trent.
Yep, one of those nights. Not near as exciting as last week, though, Anthony. I'm going to tell you, I'm glad. I'm glad to sit here and relax.
One a year.
And call a game, not being worked up. It's been fun tonight. Hope you enjoyed back in Bamberg, South Carolina, your home of the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Hope you've enjoyed it there in Bamberg County, listening to you boys. Been a little bit sloppy.
And around the United States.
Oh, that's right.
We're worldwide.
Yep. Ball placed 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, the bubble screen. Throws it. Caught. Nice block on the outside. He gets out there, and he's going to be close to a first down, Anthony. Looks like it'll be 2 yards short. At about the 38-yard line, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Gators. In on the catch for the Gators was number 4, Martavius Smith. Nice job there.
Making the tackle for the Raiders was number 2, along with number 24.
Don't forget, Anthony, we're going to a different division next year, going to 2A. We'll talk about that right after this play. New region, new football. All right, 4 receivers to your bottom, 1 to the top. There's the snap. Getting the quick out, has the first down. He's over the 45, so they bring him down at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Estill Gators. Anyway, next year, Anthony, going to 2A football. Back from 1A to 2A. We got a pretty tough region. We got the Baltimore War Horses to be in our region next year. Silver Bluff, Batesburg, Leesville. Woo, that's going to be a tough one. Who else we got in there? Pillion? Allendale. I think Pillion's even in it.
No.
Yeah, I think they moved Pillion back in it the other day. We'll have to talk about it and find out for sure at the coach's show, but I think they did on an appeal. All right, there's a snap. Fakes the throw, has it in his face, throws it across the middle, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted back there deep was
number 20, Jadarius Wheeler.
Wheeler almost got him one. Nice coverage there. 2nd and 10 for the Gators. But anyway, next year is going to be some exciting football each and every Friday night, Anthony. Not a bunch of sleepers in that region.
No, it's
going to be
wide
tough,
open. Along with Allendale's in there, too.
That is correct. So it's going to be a real tough region. Be some real deal football each and every Friday night next year. But this year we got to win tonight against Estill. We got Branchville next week, and we got Denmark to wrap up the season, and then we got a week off, and then we start that march to the state championship for the 2nd year in a row. There's a snap. Looks to throw. Has the man open. Oh, wee. He's going to gain about 5 on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 5. He gets up to the 47-yard line.
Making the tackle for the Raiders, number 55, Rasheen Dickerson.
That is the 47-yard line of the Red Raiders. Brings up 3rd and 5. Timeout, official timeout. Tell him he's got to go off. He called a cramp. White hat saying you might want to come back, but you can come back after this play. First trip down to Estill on the radio, Anthony. What's your take on it so far? I thought everybody's been really nice and friendly to us. I tell you, a bunch of nice people up here in the booth with us, and hospitality has been excellent.
3rd down for the Gators.
Yep, 3rd and 5, man. There's a snap. Again, the bubble screen throws behind the line of scrimmage, almost trouble, and he's going to lose some yards. Woo! He's going to be way, way, way back inside of Gator territory. Let's see what they mark him at the 43-yard line.
Making that great tackle is number 2.
So that was
Jamar Dunbar.
Yep. Bar, and that was a big time loss, Anthony. Had 3rd and 5 and lost about 8 on the carry, on the pass, 8 or 9. They're going to punt again. All right, give me a number, Anthony. 6 yards, 12 yards, 5 yards. What's
Well, I'll give him 4.
4-yard punt? All right, let's see. God bless him. He's trying hard, buddy. Need another man out there. He only got 10 on the field, and he's running out late as number 8, Malcolm White.
4th down.
There's a snap. A little high, but he pulls it down and he kicks. Oh, this is returnable here, buddy. He might be in trouble. Just kicked it to Ken. Ken feels it at the 25, still on his feet. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. See you next week, folks. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Savalas Ken. I told you, don't kick it to him. Don't kick it to him. And what did they do, Anthony?
You will get hurt.
What did they do to him? Kicked it to him. Touchdown. Savalas Ken. I tell you, Ken is a beast on the punt return. Him or Jamari Dunbar. Either one of them can take it back to the house. We hadn't seen that in a couple of weeks, and it's just what we needed.
That's right. Them 5- and 10-yard punts worked good for Estill.
Yeah, he should have kept kicking it short, but he kicked a great punt that time, was picked up and taken back. How many yards, Anthony? Let's see, 50, 60, 75-yard punt return. All right, so the PAT to come. I'll probably go for 2, not trying to kick it in that water again. Not trying to rub it in, but probably not trying to kick it in the water. Let's see. Yep, 2-point conversion coming. On that side of the field, folks, it's not that they're trying to run the score up. They're just trying not to kick it in the water. In at quarterback again is Etheridge. Gauging behind him. Rolls out, looks to throw, does, almost intercepted, but through the hands of the defender, number 2, Justin Solomon. And the PAT is no good. So with a 9-11 remaining here in the fourth quarter, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 37, the home team Estill Gators 6. Anthony, takes so far in the second half. What do you think?
Well, it's a different Red Raider team.
Came out fired up again, I thought. It came out, executing a lot better than we did in that first half, and that's just what we needed. But again, slow start a little bit, but now I'll take it back. Fast start. We got started, and then we slowed down a little bit.
Right.
But, that's going to happen. And we talked about it. Coach and I, prior to the game, we talked about it yesterday, before the coaches show that it's hard, folks, when you play a hard team like Allendale Fairfax. You give every bit of effort that you got in the second half. Now, maybe not in the first half last week, but in the second half, moving forward, and you're going to get caught off sides. You're going to have a letdown. You're going to have jet lag. You're going to have, what else you want to call it, Anthony? Some other word. I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to come back up and play with that kind of intensity 2 weeks in a row because you basically play with it one time a year.
Right.
So, Red Raiders done enough to get by in pretty impressive fashion. Had some moments of a bunch of penalties, but we'll talk about that Thursday with Coach Crosby. Kickoff from the 40 is Mr. Bunch. He kicks it off. It's going to land inside the 10 at the 9, and he's going to run it back 20, 25, and that's where we brought down just before the 25, if not at it. And they're going to call him at the 25.
Making the tackle for the Red Raiders on that time was number 18, James Ginyard.
First and 10 for the Estill Gators, 25-yard line, 9:04 fourth quarter. If you're still with us at home, thank you. Hadn't been a real exciting game, Anthony. It's been what we needed, a win, hopefully.
That's all that matters.
Up by 31 with 8:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. I don't know why the clock's running. I guess they went ahead and did a running clock.
It's over 30 points, I believe, Trent.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, I thought it had to be 40-something. We'll find out. Quick bubble screen out on the outside. They love that play, and it goes nowhere.
Making the tackle for the Raiders is number 5, Savalas Ken.
Loss of 2 on the carry. We call that loss of 3. Second and 13. Second and 13. Ball's going to be placed at about the 22-yard line, Anthony.
In the game for the Raiders is number 21, Gerald Manigault.
There's a snap. Quarterback tucks it, tries to run. He gets smashed and sacked.
Number 68, along with number 28, making the tackle for the Red Raiders.
Yep, that's old DeAndre Orion, number 68, Anthony.
Jacoby Brown.
Yeah, big Jacoby. Well, the band ain't gave up yet. They're still going loud and strong. My head's still going boobity-boo-boo every time they hit it, but still going. Got to give them. There's a timeout. Estill Gators. When the Friday night lights go on at Leon Maxwell Stadium, you can thank the Bamberg Board of Public Works for the ability to enjoy a football game at night. The Bamberg Board of Public Works is proud to be a part of tonight's Red Raider game on WBSC Radio. The Bamberg Board of Public Works main office is located in the Bamberg City Hall building on Highway 301 North. Your local Farm Bureau agent, Richard Kemp, says, "Go Red Raiders!" Richards are proud to call Bamberg home and to cheer the home team on to victory on Friday nights. Farm Bureau has offered auto, home, and life insurance for folks in Bamberg County for nearly 60 years. More information is available at 245-4356. That's Richard Kemp, your Farm Bureau agent in Bamberg. So coming out of the timeout, Anthony, third down, and forever again for the Estill Gators. They have been in third and long, I think, just about every possession.
definitely during the second half.
Man, somebody please. Thank you. I'll take it. There's a snap. Low again. Looks to throw across the middle and does. That's going to be a pick. Guess who?
Dejon Bamberg.
Yep, number 17, Dejon Bamberg. That's number what? One. No, that's the second tonight. That's the second. That's right. I was thinking about number 7, but that was number 17. That's his second interception for Dejon on the night. Great job, young man. Had 2 against Woodland, 2 again tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, who I see coming in that ball game? Let me say, I see a number 51. Who is that, Anthony?
Jordan Harley.
Jordan Harley, and if you don't know it, that's Mr. Anthony's boy getting some playing time, some PAT, mop-up time. Good job, young man. Proud of him. He's a great young man, good student, and a good student athlete. Anthony, something for you to be proud of. All right, still waiting. Don't know what we wait. There's another injury, Anthony. That was number 11. That's the quarterback, Tayshawn Bostic. He's coming off slow. Head down. Looks like he got his bell rung on that interception.
Yeah, it don't look too good.
No, I tell you, he is coming off slow. God bless him. Hope he's all right. All right, and at quarterback, is that still Ehrhardt? Yep, still number 14, Hunter Ehrhardt. There's a give over the left side. That's Ginyard. Ginyard has room. I tell you what, that boy wouldn't have had his back his jersey, but he's still going to be close to the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 22. Close to a Red Raider first down. I think it is. Let's see.
Should be close.
Nope, it's going to be maybe a half-yard short, Anthony. Got about 9, maybe. Let's see. I tell you what, I've never seen officials. It's like they're playing Chinese checkers with the football. They throw it to one, throw it to the other, it bounces around, and then the one that had it spot moves it back 5 yards. Watch it on the video. There's a give over there, and Gagem drops it. It was a give over the right side, and he actually never got it. It was a give between Gagem and Hunter Ehrhardt, and he never got it. I tell you what, number 18 right there, Anthony. I don't know if you saw that. James Ginyard had a fella on his back, was riding him like a bronco. I don't know what they was doing. I was over there too. I think he was trying to block him, but somehow he got it on his shoulders, and it looked like they were getting ready to do a cheer. 3rd and 7 now for the Red Raiders. So 3rd and 5, we'll call it. Give this time. Nope, he fakes it. Does Hunter Ehrhardt, and he's got a first down, still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's going to be down close to the 15-yard line. First down, and let's see where they mark it, Anthony. I think right on the 15-yard line.
Ehrhardt looked like Le'Veon Bell.
I'm telling you, he was dancing and dodging and ducking and twirling, and I tell you what, that fake boy, he gets me every time on it, Anthony. I thought it was a give up the middle, and then he kept it and rode it outside. Great job, Hunter Ehrhardt. 5:15 remaining, fourth quarter. Red Raiders lead 37-6. There's a snap. Give to Ginyard over the left side. Tell you, nobody has blocked that young man all night long. Ginyard had plenty of room in front of him, but 55 for the Gators. That is Jaqueen Beckett. Beckett rode him like a donkey. He came all the way from the far side, come all the way across the offensive line, jumped on his back and rode him down for about a 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 6. And I don't know where he's going. I don't know who that was. Right side of the offensive line, a couple of them jumped off, and they were moving quick, and the ball was still sitting in the center's hand. That's all right, Red Raiders.
They got the wrong snap count.
That's it. You know that's going to happen. These younger guys get in, they're excited about being in the ball game, and that happens a bunch of times. So no problem, young man. Keep your heads up, and let's get a touchdown. The second group, we need one, Anthony. 2nd and 12 now for the Red Raiders after the penalty. Give to Gagem. He's up the middle, still on his feet and fighting. That was number 9, Cole Gagem, yep. I think he picked up about 4, Anthony. Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Clock now right at 4 minutes in the fourth quarter.
They got a lot of fans leaving.
Yep, Estill, a whole bunch of them's pouring out of here. There's the snap. Give the Gagem over the right side this time. He's going to be close to getting the first down. Let's see where he ends up at.
Right at the marker.
Right at the marker, maybe a yard short, maybe 2. Let's see. Hard to tell where they're going to put it down at. Maybe 2. Boy, they sure backed that thing up. 4th down and 3, actually.
Oh.
I'm telling you. 3:30 and counting. Anthony, it's been a fun one. Kind of, in between sloppy. A lot of penalties. All right, 4th down. There's a snap. Give up the middle to Ginyard. Looks like they're going to get him, Anthony. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Second effort might get him across. Nope, not going to be enough. Well, I say that. I don't know where they're going to spot him. Kept on his feet. That was a heck of a run there. But he's going to be short. It'll be a 1st down for the Estill Gators. Under 3 minutes now, 2:55.
Clock running.
Yeah, we still got a clock running, so it won't be long. We'll be out of here, folks. Score, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 37, Estill Gators 6. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Penalty field, kind of sloppy, but that's going to happen on occasion. Nothing to panic about. We'll be right by next week when we travel to Branchville. We'll be on the air at 7:15. Game time kickoff is at 7:30. We hope you make the trek over to Branchville. We'd love you listening to us, but much rather have you at the contest if you can make it. Support on your kids and our boys. Timeout. Estill with 2:16. They stopped the clock here in the 4th quarter to score. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 37. The home team Estill Gators 6. A special thanks tonight to Tagadoo's Unique Gifts, Wilson & Luganville Law Firm, Eddie Sanders at Hires Drug, Ness & Jet LLC, Bo Griffin, Home Federal Savings and Loan, Nancy Foster over at Fostering Company, Sweets Discount Tires and Complete Auto Repair, Southern Carolina Alliance, South State Bank, Major Graphics LLC, Keep Bamberg County Beautiful, Vaughn Electronics, Steve Chandler, Chandler Law Firm, Chris Jennings over at Little Howie's Big Chick, the Advertiser Hound newspaper, over at Fry's Drive-In, our friend Tony Bledsoe, Rick Pinson, Pinson Insurance Agency, Dr. McElhaney at Bamberg Family Practice, the Bamberg Board of Public Works, Richard Kemp at Farm Bureau, Keep Bamberg County Beautiful. Thank you so much to each and every one of those guys. Without them, this would not be possible. So if you see any of those folks, tell them thank you for Red Raider football being back where it belongs, here on WBSC 102.3 in Bamberg. All right, Anthony, going back into action after the penalty clock's already started. Quarterback's dropping back. We got a new one. He throws it out there. It's going to be completed around the 7-yard line. He's going to lose a yard or two, I think, Ant.
All right, making the tackle for the Red Raiders, number 21, Gerald Manigault.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, them officials are having a time with that football. One throws it to one, bounces off his head right there off the white hat's head, and it's just going everywhere. Anthony, I want to get through these last 2 games with W's, finish the season 10-0, and march into those playoffs. Don't forget, folks, this year the playoffs have been pushed back a week due to all the flooding around South Carolina, so we will actually start November the 4th will be the first playoff game. And the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders win out. They will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and there's a penalty flag. He gained about 2 yards on the carry. 1:16 remaining here in the 4th quarter, 37-6, your Red Raiders. But, Anthony, anyway, the playoffs, if you recall, they had the floods here in South Carolina a few weeks back. A lot of the Columbia area schools and a lot of schools around the Charleston area unable to play games for a week, some for 2 weeks.
Right.
The South Carolina High School League, looking for the safety of the young man around the state of South Carolina, decided they would have had to play 2 to 3 games a week. They said it's not going to be
not good,
viable or feasible. So and with concussions and all, they decided just to go ahead and push the playoffs back a week. So they will start now, and there's the play. He runs up the middle and gains about a yard or two.
Making the tackle for the Raiders, number 50, number 56, along with number 3.
That's Krayshawn Brown. Who else, Anthony?
56 is Mervin Ford.
And who else?
3 is Nicholas Hughes.
Nicholas Hughes. Hughes has been on a bunch of tackles tonight. We'll get our player of the week. It should be up no later than Saturday evening, Sunday. But they pushed the playoffs back to November the 4th, so we'll have a week between the football. When the Red Raiders finish up with Denmark Oil at home, we'll have a bye week, and then we will go forward with the playoffs. Hopefully, Anthony, 4 games, me and you, all the way to Columbia at Benedict College. I think it's on the 5th of December, so we'll be sitting up there in Big Benedict, happy as can be, and I hope at the end we singing "We Are the Champions."
That's right. We're hoping for that.
All right, brings up third down, and about 7.
Uh-oh, he moved early.
Yeah, false start. Encroachment offsides for the defense of Bamberg. Jumps early. Bunch of young guys in there now. Oh, negative call against Estill. Okay,
Yeah.
he pointed at us to start with.
One of the linemen moved.
10.1 seconds. Clock has rewound. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that will do it. Your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, Anthony, have traveled down to Estill. Not the prettiest of contests, but guess what? We're leaving here with a 37-6 win, and we are 8-0. Anthony Harley, 8-0. You can't beat it.
Number 2 in the state.
Number 2 in the state, 8-0. Next week, we travel, like I said earlier, to Branchville. That's October 23rd. Airtime, 7:15. Kickoff, 7:30. The following week, we're back at home, Anthony. We'll be playing the Denmark-Ola Vikings. That kicks off at 7:15 airtime, 7:30. That's October 30th, the night before Halloween. That is also senior night at Bamberg Ehrhardt High School. We hope you'll come out. Don't forget, Anthony, that we have 3 playoff games at home if we can win. So that means the last 4 games could and should be at Bamberg Ehrhardt High School. Denmark in 3 playoff games. Then we would travel to Columbia, of course, for the state championship game if we can get there, and I hope we can. Tonight's contest, I've said it numerous times. I'll say it one more for the fans listening at home. A little bit sloppy. Still got the W. Still proud of my Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. We want to thank you for listening, like Anthony said earlier, not only in the Bamberg area, but around the state, around the nation, and around the world. WBSC is proud to have Red Raider football back where it belongs in the city of Bamberg. Again, special thank you to Mr. Jeff Dibble, my good friend Thomas McIntosh helping us set up. Also upstairs, we got Perry Hubbard. Perry's a good old cameraman, does a great job for the Red Raiders. And also, I will say November the 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere in there. We'll get it right. I don't know, Mr. Bob, but playoffs, if you need to know when the playoffs start, and I apologize, Bob said it's not November the 4th. If that's the case, look on Facebook.com. Make sure you join our page, WBSC Radio, and it's listed on there. When the exact date of the playoffs is. It's on that Friday, the first Friday in November, the playoffs start for your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders. Now, we'd like to thank all those guys. And Anthony, you got anything else for me?
No, I'm good. All
right, again, the final score from here in Estill, South Carolina, your Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders 37, the home team, Estill Gators 6. Back to you, Mr. Bob, and again, thank you so much for all you do at the studio. We appreciate it. And don't forget to join us next week, 7:15 airtime. We're going to be in Branchville, South Carolina, taking on the Branchville Yellow Jackets. Come to the game if you can. Coach's show next Thursday. We'll meet at 1 o'clock at Fry's Drive-In, and at 1:30, we'll kick it off on air right here on WBSC 102.3. If you hadn't caught one yet, make sure you catch it this week. And that's it, Mr. Bob. Back to you, buddy.
You have been listening to Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raider football with Trent Kynett and Anthony Harley. Join WBSC Radio every Friday night at 102.3 FM or at WBSCRadio.org for the football game of the week.